button. Hello!
Hello.
Anger
Hello.
TV just leveled up. What? Hope everybody out there is having a wonderful Monday.
I am
And
because
it's exciting
D&D.
and exciting.
Oh God,
for-
I did not have the tab muted. Holy crap! There was no
Oh, dear.
audio on it for a minute.
Echo.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, and at the end of the week we have a long weekend, so that's pretty cool too.
Woo.
But anyway, we all are back and
Mhm.
ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Here, getting ready for episode 7 already. That does not seem real. I know I say that a lot, but as I drop both of my pens. Last time, you all had a lovely evening around a campfire. Got onto a boat.
Boat.
Fought some Sahuagin.
Mhm.
Made a friend with the captain. Probably.
Maybe, possibly, perhaps.
Maybe, possibly,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Maybe pissed him off a little.
And we're getting ready to spend your only evening on the boat before heading and landing on the continent of Tal'Dorei. As you all are sitting around in your quarters here, crossing the Shearing Channel. I believe the correct words are tag-you're-it.
Is the boat rocking?
A little bit.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby.
Yeah, either way, it probably don't come a knocking.
You timed that better. That might have been the first spit take.
Fun.
You guys are in your tight quarters. The boat's gently moving on the waves as the storm is slowing down. How would you all like to spend your evening?
Veridian,
Yes.
so now that we're all here and alive, you were kind of off in your trance and keeping watch while we were talking last night. You're the only one of us who hasn't shared yet.
Right, yes. Well, I'm sorry I wasn't exactly involved the other night. The day had been, well, frankly, the most exhilarated I've felt in a long time, and I needed to process that a bit. But I did hear what you all shared, and
Yeah, big
that's-
exploding meth labs will do that.
Yes, very, very much so. But I mean, it's difficult to quite remember much of the things from before, but well, I never knew my original family. I think the furthest back memory that I can place was playing on the deck of a ship. I was raised among rather rough sorts on the seas. The sorts that we try not to talk about on more civilized ships. And eventually figured out that wasn't the way to go about things. And left that to do my own thing. Which ended up being hunting those sorts of sailors. Or guarding the more proper folk from them. Turns out when you're raised among pirates, you get quite good at killing them efficiently. You know all their tricks. So I spent years doing that. Got to know these tribal lizard folk on these islands down southwards a ways quite well, as I was often guarding merchant vessels that would trade with them. And at one point things were not well while we were sailing back to port, and well, a particularly violent storm was throwing the ship about, and I called out to every god of storms that I could, praying for safe passage. I don't think it quite got through as I would have hoped, because instead of safe passage to port, I found myself falling through a passage to the Shadowfell. And there I remained for about 2 centuries. Eventually, just scrapping together what I could recall of the lizard folk's deity that happens to preside partially over storms, I believed that was the one who had answered me. So I called out again in hopes that perhaps a passage back would form, and I was fortunate enough that it did so. Since then, I've just been trying to familiarize myself with what the world has become while I've been away.
So why go to Tal'Dorei?
Well, when the dramatic changes in the world that I'm trying to wrap my head around originate from a particular place, what better way to understand it than to go to that place of origin? It is the epicenter of the chaos going on in the world. No better place to process it and understand it. And I figured, well, it can't hurt to have someone who remembers at least some of what the world was like beforehand around. Hopefully I could provide some peace to those who've never known that land without such chaos. By just telling them that what it once was. Not quite so deeply personal as some of your motivations, but it has been enough to keep me moving.
It's funny, if
Feeling.
it is
Hmm?
for those of us who it is deeply personal for, I kind of get it. But if it's not deeply personal, I kind of think you have a death wish. And I probably shouldn't think that way.
Well, frankly, from your stories, if anyone could be said to be heading that direction, I would think it would be you. But
Well, I know that you're much older than I am, but for my species, I can't say that I have a whole lot of time left.
that is
De-
fair.
Death wish or no death wish.
That is
I'm
reasonable.
I'm ready to go, and I think I've made my peace with it. I just hope I'm not too late.
I understand that. I would say, in my case, it is not so much a death wish as, I suppose you could call it thrill-seeking. I don't know how much all of you know of the Shadowfell, but it is a dreary, heavy place. The very air weighs heavily on your mind at all times. There is no excitement but fear. There is no joy to be had in that place. After a couple centuries there, any kind of exhilarating experience makes one feel alive in ways one has forgotten were possible.
So that's why you were grinning like an idiot when those fish fuckers ended up on the ship.
Well, guilty as charged, I suppose.
The place we're going is going to present enough deadly risks without us taking more.
And I don't intend to take unnecessary risks.
I'm not just talking to you. I'm just saying, I think we'd all it would behoove all of us to not act too rashly.
I agree.
If you're going over there for a thrill, you'll find it.
Or more than likely, it'll find you.
Yes, well, that is but one component of my drive to do so, but yes, I know that. I know that full well. That's why I don't intend to do any stupid risks. I think going over there in the first place is the dumbest risk I intend to take in this lifetime.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm saying that mostly to remind myself, to be honest with you.
Mm.
If I'm trying to imagine it, if I were to hear some news of my daughter or hear her name or any of that, what would I do? And what wouldn't I do?
Well, you must maintain
And
enough calm to ensure that you actually get to see her before
you know,
rushing off into danger and risking losing the opportunity.
I can't make any promises that I won't do something idiotic that gets me killed, but
I
I
imagine
guess
having such matters on the heart.
I can promise to do my best to not take you with me. I suppose.
You know, Cyrus, I don't want to sound morbid, but if by any chance we did lose you along the way, I think we'd all make sure we found your daughter and told her about you, and that you never forgot about her.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Though, speaking of the ideas of keeping others safe and such, I do believe I owe some thanks to some of you for, well, perhaps a bit recklessly throwing yourselves in the path of enemies during that fight earlier when I was, not quite myself. It is much appreciated. And Verdian kind of particularly looks at Luca at that.
Oh, it's all right. I did what I thought was necessary.
Well,
I think we've all got your back, just like we know you've got ours.
and that is yet another reason why I am at peace with going on this journey. To have dependable allies in any capacity. That is something I have missed for almost 2 centuries. It is good to have friends again.
I second that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's been a while for me too, unless you count Tarion, and I don't count Tarion.
I would never have guessed that you would, frankly.
Well, the thing is, I think he counts me. Like, I think we have a very different relationship than he thinks we have, type deal.
He seems the sort to think anyone who hasn't outright tried to stab him is his friend.
Oh, I have.
Well, I'm pretty sure that
Oh, dear.
he still considers some folks who have tried to stab him, maul him, crush him to still be his friends.
Not why you tried to
He just
stab
seems like
him.
How can... I can't grasp how anyone could be so, frankly, careless in who they would count among friends in the world as mad as it is these days. I'm shocked he's still alive.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm pretty sure that automaton that he has its screws on tighter than he has his own at this point.
I think
Mm.
my theory is whatever's up there in his brain pulling the strings and making him act the way he does is a jokester who doesn't take anything seriously.
Mm.
There I go breaking the DM again.
It has been some
Twisted puppeteer indeed.
All right, we need to give Rai Rai a minute.
It took me a second to get what you were saying. I lost it. Oh. Okay, please continue. Sorry.
Mm.
Verdian, I know you've been gone for 2 centuries, as you said, but do you think anybody that you used to know would still be alive on this plane? Any of the pirate sort?
Well, none of the pirates, hopefully. People in that profession don't tend to have very long lifespans, regardless of race.
I mean, did you
Um,
know any other elves? They'd probably still be kicking, right?
There
live a
may have
while.
been a few among some of the merchant vessels that I protected, but I was never particularly close with any of them. I think the only being I could think of that might still be, possibly, that I would have known well was among the lizard folk that I had met and learned of their gods from. The shamans. There were a couple of shamans that were relatively powerful, and I know druids of great enough stature become nearly immortal. They can live much longer than elves, even. So, there's a possibility if their power developed and grew enough that one of those shamans may yet live, but I can't think of many else who might be around still.
Any that you were acquainted with personally?
Names elude me after so long in the dreary darkness, but I do believe that I would recognize them, or hope at least that they might recognize me.
Oh, we'll keep an ear to the ground. I can't say I know much about shamans.
Well, regardless, if I meet some that I have known in the past, it would be, hopefully, a pleasant reunion, but if I do not, I am at peace with those who I know now.
I'm sure it'll be a pleasant reunion as long as you know you didn't owe them any money.
Oh no, I did not work on credit or debts.
Smart man.
Smarter than most.
Raised among pirates, you learn not to trust words such as that, especially where gold is concerned.
Hopefully, I'm not speaking out of turn, but our captain, Vandrin, he had a similar background to yours. So I was just wondering if you were searching for anybody in particular, maybe he could have pointed you in the right direction.
That is an interesting point, but I doubt that he would have contacts if he's been mostly in this area. I mean, if he used to operate southward, perhaps, but if he's mostly operated in this region, I doubt it. I mean, I protected Marquesian trading vessels primarily. That's why I speak the language. I also did pick up Draconic from the lizard folk, which should be useful, given where we're headed.
Yeah, it sounds handy.
Very.
Though,
Um,
speaking of the different folk, Seriously, I can promise you, I may not remember just what sort of elf I was before the Shadowfell changed me, but I know I wasn't a drow. Can we please leave that theory dead in the waters as we cross?
As long as we leave the arrogance behind as well.
I'll just walk up to Verdian
He rolls his eyes at the arrogance comment.
and point toward his chest and poke him and just say, the only thing that matters is what kind of elf you are in here.
Well said. Well said. Though it has been numb for long enough, I'm still learning that myself. I do think that once before the Shadowfell, I recall having a great deal of fun, being a bit sneaky and such. So,
Well, we're at sea, and I've got a magic jug of infinite wine. Say the word.
why not?
I think it could be. I think it could be infinite other stuff too, if you catch my meaning.
And if wine's not your taste, Cage showed us that he has a nice little reserve of some different type of spirits maybe he'd share with us.
Oh, those were things he was holding that I picked up from that place we exploded before the massive explosion.
The basement bar.
Yes, the basement
Yeah.
bar. I
Oh.
took those from there as potential bargaining chips because they were top shelf options. Thought it might come in handy.
But
Yeah, I
we have
think
them as examples should we need to
I
procure some
yeah.
more from the jug.
I think if I tinker with this jug enough, I think I can maybe get it to make us some top shelf options of our own.
If you
We'll
can
just need
pull
some
that
bottles.
off, my friend, you may not need to worry about funds once we get over there.
Well, let's experiment. What's your poison? Whiskey, rum, scotch, vodka?
Always been partial to the rums and gins. It is what I first had, after all.
Mm.
Out at sea, it's common choices.
Now, are you talking about that watered down swill that they always end up putting together for the long voyages, or are you talking about the pure stuff?
Well, naturally, first I had the watered down stuff. But when you're one of the better protections against pirates in an area, you quickly will be able to afford the more quality options. So I did form a bit of a taste for the good ones. I remember one captain that I sailed with was just starting out, couldn't afford my usual fee, but this man's father had run a brewery, and he had a friend who was an expert distiller, and they made some delightful concoctions, and I got a barrel of one of them for myself as payment. That was quite a good week or so that it lasted.
Right. With the DM's permission,
Yeah.
I will try to get the alchemy jug to produce some tippy top shelf rum.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Guidance.
Cool.
Nat 20 plus
Yo!
plus 1 on the D4 for a
Fuck
total of
yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
You kind of look at it a little bit, slosh it around, figure it out, take a little rum, pour a little bit of the top shelf rum in there, shake it around, and all of a sudden it's full.
Oh wow.
Oh
What?
Yeah, that worked a little better than I expected. Everyone grab a glass.
my.
Kay leans over and
Wonderful.
sniffs. Oh shit.
It smells exactly like the bottle of rum you guys had that you poured a little bit in there of.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh yes.
Should we inform the captain? A little
I
bit of
think-
goodwill towards him.
I think
perhaps?
perhaps inviting the captain directly. We don't want to
We
cause
don't
too
want
much
the entire
rowdiness on the
crew.
ship. Yes.
Yeah, we don't want the whole crew suddenly drunk off their asses as they're trying to get across.
Yes. Demi, you said that you spoke with the captain earlier. Would you like to go inform him since you have the established rapport?
I think you should do it.
I suppose, if you insist. Though I must have some before I go. So he'll get like half a glass full and just down it before heading out to get the captain's attention.
Cool. Yeah, you'll find him on deck even as dark falls. He's out there probably later than a lot of other captains would be.
Mm.
Um,
Let's see. Well, Verdium will approach, and is the captain like leaning out over the rail, like just looking out over the seas?
and
or
he's
what?
looking over the rail in front of the wheel. He's looking
Okay.
over like the deck of the ship.
Well, I'd just come up next to him by the rail and just clear throat a little bit, you know. So, another of my group has mentioned that we share some commonalities in the paths our lives have taken.
Yeah, I believe we do.
Well, if you would like to talk about it a bit, perhaps. Our alchemist has figured out something quite delightful that I think you'll appreciate, and we're all enjoying down in our quarters. If you have a moment to spare,
I
I would
am
like to partake.
appreciative of the offer, but my days of talking about that stuff and drinking too much rum until the wee hours in the morning are a few years behind me, unfortunately.
I understand that. There's not much from those very early days that I particularly want to relive either. But where life took me shortly after, righting the wrongs, those are times that I very dearly enjoy reliving.
I don't know if I can ever write them. That's part of the problem.
Verdian gives him a firm pat on the shoulder and says, I believe that anyone with the will to do so, who feels as you do, whose wrongs weigh on them as yours seem to, has the ability to right them. If they did not weigh on you so, if you did not think of them, you would not have the drive to right them. But they do, and you do. Eventually, you will find your peace.
We'll, I doubt that, but I appreciate the sentiment.
I've gone to the darkness and back to find mine. I can't imagine it would be any more harrowing a journey. Well, I hope you get some rest eventually tonight. Don't let the heavy thoughts weigh too heavily. An anchored ship makes no headway. And with that, Verdium will head back to the group.
Okay.
So, the captain won't be joining us. He's had enough of the drinking rum to the wee hours, as he put it. But I certainly haven't. So, let's have a good night. And he's gonna refill his glass from earlier.
I think I know where he's coming from. I don't do this kind of thing very often either, but I'm on a boat and we all might die tomorrow. Who knows?
Tomorrow, a week from now, a month. We have no idea
Who
when.
knows when we're gonna get a chance to do this again?
Yes.
Might as well take the opportunity while we can. Cheers.
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 Mm. That's a good
Luca
burn.
drinks down a shot and sort of like mulls it around and makes sort of a weird sputtering noise and is like, interesting. You said this is top shelf, so anything else I drink after this, this has just ruined me.
Probably, yeah.
Well, if it's not rum, then maybe not. But any other rum, yes, certainly. This is some good stuff.
Mm.
You know, if there are any empty bottles laying around, we could always fill one of them up as a little gift for
Mm.
Vandrin.
I like
A
that
good
idea.
That's a good
Yes.
idea.
We should have some, at least small bottles. Maybe not a proper, not a proper bottle for alcohol, but something that can serve the purpose.
Cyrus, have you got anything that hasn't had any viscera or
Caustic material.
blood,
I,
mucus in it
I mean,
recently?
I've got little vials, but I think we can probably do better.
Ah,
Well, I'm sure the chef on the ship has to have something. You know,
Good
this
idea.
crew probably drinks.
Mhm. I just had a thought, a little bit of a realization.
What's that?
So Rye, you know how I have a half-empty bottle from my background stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It was never specified what it's a bottle of. Could it be a bottle left from that like barrel of like really fancy like niche stuff that I was talking about before?
I don't see why not.
So
My.
I'm going to say so okay, I'm gonna pull out that bottle and I'm going to say I saved a last little bit of that barrel that I mentioned I was paid with once. Held on to it. After all, this stuff just gets better with age. Well, this is quite aged now. Perhaps a bit of a blending of this with some more current style of top shelf rum might make for quite the unique gift.
the bottle was half full, and then you spent 2 centuries in the Shadowfell, and now it just feels half empty. Sorry.
Damn.
Really
Oh
couldn't
my
put
Damn.
it.
First of all, take a point. Man.
Oh,
Second off, you
Damn,
gonna
that
open
was
it? You gonna
deep.
open it?
That was a good one.
God.
That was deep.
Yeah.
Second off, you're gonna open the
I'll,
bottle.
Yeah.
oh,
Uh-oh.
man.
It smells acidic.
Oh.
I'm not sure it
Perhaps
kept.
not. Damn, that place just had to ruin everything. Fuck. Can't even have good alcohol. Can't even have good
Well, I
alcohol
don't
in a
know if
place
I'd
of
necessarily.
depression.
I don't
Fuck.
know if I'd necessarily blame the Shadowfell on that. You see, oxidation can take place through various, and he'll just go until
I'm
you
going
shut
to
him up.
choose to blame the Shadowfell because I hate that horrible place. Never want to return. Any further excuse to never go there again is a good excuse.
You didn't leave anybody behind?
Well, like I said, finding anybody you could depend on in a place like that was highly unlikely.
Did you ever get any clarity on why you were sent there in the first place?
Mm,
Like, did some god do that to you on purpose? Were you supposed to learn something?
it's one of those things where there are reasons one can imagine, but there is no absolute clarity as to which one is the case. My current suspicion is that the particular lizard folk storm deity that I had called out to has some connection with the Matron of Ravens, and, well, frankly, what I suspect is that that whole ship was doomed to die, and so the only safe passage to be found was passage to another plane, passage to a realm of death and despair, perhaps, but better than outright being dead. Gives a chance to return. So,
You just ended up being forced to take the scenic route back.
essentially, that's the conclusion I've formed over the years. Although scenic is giving it too much credit.
I have no idea how the gods work. I never had much time for them personally. Even now, I don't really pay much attention to the gods. I kind of work for a guy who works for a god, but it's about as far as it goes.
Well, after I had come to that conclusion and accepted that conclusion that I drew, that was when I was able to successfully call out for a way home. So I take that as a sort of confirmation. Of course, I don't take it as absolute. The gods do things in strange ways. It could
Oh,
still be that I
did you want absolute? I can get the jug back out.
Wonderful. This is just fine as it is.
Brilliant, brilliant.
We'll just make notes on things to try with the jug.
The absolute. What is this? PG-3? Wait.
Oh god, that whole time, all the horrible shit they were doing, it was just fueled by vodka.
Well, they say only an elf lord deals in absolute.
God damn it.
Well, I don't believe I come from any noble line, though. Who knows? I never knew them. It could be.
All right.
As the
Long lost
evenings,
elf prince turned pirate hunter.
as the evening winds down, is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Yeah, Kate's gonna go to the kitchens and bug the chef for an empty bottle.
Yeah, he has dozens.
He's gonna snag one.
Cool.
But not a thanks. Come back and fill that fucker up with whatever's left in the jug.
Cool.
I think the drunker he gets, Cyrus will just kind of use Mage Hand to like do dad jokes, like pull my finger to people with Mage Hand.
Oh, that's actually fucking brilliant.
I imagine that he's also using the mage hand to do menial things because he doesn't trust his hands to do it as he gets drunker.
Oh, while he's using his alchemy kit, yeah,
Oh,
the mage hand takes a very active role.
Quick, does
No,
anyone
I
have
mean like when he's
thaumaturgy?
really drunk though, like he's avoiding doing stuff with his hands as much as possible and having the mage hand do it more.
If I was a mage,
I
I'd
think,
have.
well-
I'd drink with my mage hand. That's what I would do.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Quick,
a
does
good
anyone have
idea.
thaumaturgy to pair with the mage hand?
Three fisting with the mage hand.
Yeah.
Triple fisting. Oh.
God.
When a barbarian multi-classes into a mage, the first thing they do, mage
Oh,
hand for
God.
3 at a time.
Anyways.
Oh wait, you could quintuple if you played a 3 crane.
But I think it'll be but no, it'll be like the mage hand, like, hey, pull my finger, and if you pull the finger of the mage hand, then he'll cast the light spell on like some doohickey, like, oh, it lights up. That's the whole joke.
I was hoping that
Oh my
someone in here
God.
has thaumaturgy to pair up with that kind of shit.
And
Pull my finger.
I also think, given what you've just learned about him, like the last time he was really a dad, he was the dad of a 5-year-old.
Right. So he has very childish
So
dad
like
humor.
this is his dad vibe. He's
Yeah.
just
Oh, Verdian's actually going to whip up something really quickly and pass it to so that half-empty bottle that smells acidic that I still have, right? That smells just foul.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to put some magical tinkering on it. So let's see. Oh, what fun thing can we do with this? Okay. So okay, so it can make a odor or non-verbal sound. Could I just make it like, would it be possible to have it just like push out the odor that it already has more intensely when it's opened? Just imbue it with more of that same odor.
Turning into a stink bomb. Oh,
I
no.
believe that would count under the rules, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to magically imbue it with more of the same odor, and I'm going to give it to him, and I'll just say, "This might be a fun little toy for that sort of thing."
Oh God, what did you do to it? It's even worse now.
When it's uncorked, it will smell even worse than before.
That actually gives me an idea. Do you think if you do that again, could you make it smell good? Right?
Maybe.
Because like we know it's turned, we know it's bad, it's mostly acid. But if you can make it smell like elderflowers or something really fancy and leave it out for somebody we don't like very much, what might happen?
Oh, you mad genius. I love it.
That gives me some more ideas.
Also, I was
thus
thinking of doing
begins the prank wars.
What else is magical tinkering for,
Just
right?
so we're all clear, everyone heard them do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not for anyone within
not
the
for
party.
pranking each other.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But just
For now.
Wait, okay, actually, Bear's gonna go ahead and immediately do that, or try doing that, so he's gonna change it over so that it smells like the fine rum we've just had, and, like, compare it side by side, smell-wise.
You can still
to
smell a
confirm that it's-
little bit of the acidity underneath it, but it's really hard to tell.
So if someone didn't know better, if they weren't comparing it side by side, they
Yeah.
would get caught by that.
It would just smell like extra strong alcohol.
Oh, this is beautiful. It just smells like the good stuff overproofed. Oh, this
Cyrus
is
will
going to be magnificent.
Cyrus, I think we'll get into the habit of like dipping some litmus paper in any drink he has from now on, just to make sure. Like, okay, this is the right acidity level.
There's gonna tuck his acid drink back away.
You just see Cragthor. By the way, I have not touched any of the alcohol. I'm just sitting there with it. You just see him look over and just suddenly say, "Well, guys, that's kind of messed up. At least tell him you're gonna kill him before you kill him. Come on. I mean, I don't, tricks and stuff. Come on.
Well, I
You're
don't
gonna
think
do
this
some
would.
damage. Do some damage."
It shouldn't
I don't-
kill someone. Just make them really uncomfortable for a little while.
Yeah,
A
it's not
little
for
light
poisoning.
punishment.
It's not for somebody we want to kill. It's just for somebody who pisses us off.
Yes.
Well, if they piss you off, I'm just gonna stab them, and that's gonna solve the problem. So why do we need that?
Well, there may be situations where they piss us off, but we need something else from them. So in the meantime, we can subtly inconvenience them until it is okay to stab them.
It's nothing. A knife won't get out of them anyway. You just take off a finger here or a toe there, or it's easy. Get whatever you want out of them.
I enjoy tricks. It entertains me. And I have lacked entertainment for 2 centuries, so let me have this.
Giving me fucking Alistair vibes right now. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for with that.
Why does anyone do anything? Pure, utter boredom.
Yes.
Never going to happen.
Ha, never going to happen.
Anyway, y'all can hit your long rest buttons, because I know
Yeah.
some of you took some hits last time.
Long rest. Yes, yes.
I think having not had much experience with alcohol, this is probably the drunkest that Luca has ever been. And it just kind of like dozes off in a cube shape with like the last of the booze sort of swirling around like through a curly straw or something.
Is it kind of melting at the bottom, like the
Yes.
like the little arts of the ice cube half melted, just like
Yeah, a little bit. It's swaying a little more obviously with the motion of the ship.
A little more momentum going.
hmm
What have we
Oh.
unleashed?
Oh, another
Um,
thing.
uh,
Veridian's
no.
going to dad joke Cyrus back.
Oh god.
He's going to enchant one of his gloves with the magical tinkering, and this one is going to be a fart sound when the finger is pulled on. And he's going to do the pull my finger thing with Cyrus. Hey, Cyrus, come on. You were doing it so much. Someone else's turn. Pull the finger. Go on.
Oh, you're not gonna get me with that. I invented it.
Is that
Author's
so?
note, he may have actually invented it.
Absolutely not.
Come on. Come on.
All right, one time, okay? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I gotta hand it to you.
Now here's the $1 million question: Is it strangled? Is it just let it go? Is
Did
it
the actual?
tuba?
I made a noise. I saw my thing light up. Did it come through?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It did on
Oh, is that what that was? I thought that was
Yeah.
just you.
Yeah. No, I was like,
so
wet fart
laugh.
noise.
Yeah. Oh man. Like next time you do that, like, does it have to be so wet?
That'd be like a tuba sound. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I'll just make fart noises on stream. Are you not entertained, chat?
Are you?
Are you not entertained?
That was the first episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Nice throwback.
All right, long rest.
Yeah, long rest.
Yeah.
Long rest.
All right. In the morning, I'm gonna roll for my elixir.
He gets elixir now.
That is a. let's
He's
see,
the
that
elixir
is a-
mixer.
That is a 2, which is an elixir of swiftness. If you drink that, you have plus 10 feet to your speed for 1 hour. Anybody want it?
I'm already a bit swifter than most, and I tend to keep distance. So. I think we should give the stabby one that.
I
It'll be
agree.
funny.
We'll be able to get to things to stab them faster.
Yes.
Well, you want it? You want it, Cragthor?
I don't have that problem, but I'll take it if you really don't want it. If no one wants to run away fast.
We've seen you do a lot of damage just by yourself, but just imagine what you could do if you were a little faster.
Yes.
The same amount.
But more
It's
consistently,
literally
because
the
no one
same
can run
amount.
away from you.
But faster.
They can't run away as it. I
But
just
now they
cut
really
'em up at
can't.
the ankles.
Caffeine makes you smarter. No, it makes me dumber faster.
Yes. I'm dumb, but faster. Listen, if I try enough wrong answers fast enough, I'll get the right one eventually.
You guys have a few hours before you land on Tal'Dorei. I have a feeling I know what Cyrus is doing this morning.
As many short rests as possible.
Stock up them potions.
4!
4 short rests?
Yeah.
So that's
All
8
right.
potions?
That's 8 elixirs. I'm going to do all of them as elixirs of healing.
Okay.
So they heal you 2d4 plus 1. So just 1 point off of a regular healing potion.
Mm.
And we have 8 of them now. that
Oh, yeah.
expire at the end of the day. So drink those first.
Understood.
Oh, so above game, that fly potion disappears?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are
Damn.
all the ones from yesterday are gone now.
I was gonna
If
say
you
it
have
might be
any-
good. It might be good to
if you
just
have
do
any-
one of
Yeah,
the healing elixirs per person and throw in a random buff potion too.
Whatever. So we'll do the healing for today. I will
Okay.
post the list of everything I can make. There's 6 different things. I'll just post that in chat and you can read what they all do. And if anyone, like on any particular day, if you have any requests, just let me know.
Give us a QR code to the menu.
Pretty much. I'll copy
got it.
that
I
and
got
paste it right now.
I got a screen grab.
Oh, okay.
It's easier. Does anybody else have anything they wish to do on the boat?
How?
I think that's the right screen.
What's the weather like?
I don't know. Roll a d20.
Okay. 14.
Okay. It's a little. There's a nice north wind blowing, so it's a little chilly compared to yesterday, but no strong wind, no precipitation, a few clouds in the sky.
Can Finnick?
I would
find
call it light
another
jacket weather.
turtle?
Huh?
Can Finnick talk to some turtles?
Oh, the turtles in the crew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Light jacket weather. So it's April 25th?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna try to figure it.
Damn it.
See if any of them have information on where they're going.
Oh, like where they're getting dropped off?
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, God. That's a 12.
Okay. Their information is limited to the same place they drop off everybody.
Okay.
And they'll describe it as a short beach and then immediate thick forest.
Okay.
I think Luca will just sort of sit out on the deck with the decanter of endless water and just sort of pour out a bit of water, kind of play with it idly, freezing and unfreezing it, trying to make little shapes.
Aw. Adorable.
It doesn't have a head, but it does have a little bit of a headache
Somehow.
somehow.
No head, just ache.
If they're like giant amoeba, would it be like a nucleus egg?
Oh no, actually. I don't know enough about how gelatinous cubes
A
work. I don't-
nucleic?
Yeah.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
Yeah, because like the plasmoids have all of the cell bits and stuff, but I was imagining since Luca is a cube, like the gelatinous cubes are like effective, they're like almost invisible, right? Because
Yeah.
there's like nothing
Yeah.
in them. So
Yeah.
So did anybody have specific elixir requests for today?
no, not
I
for
would
me.
like- I would like a flight in case.
One flight?
Yes.
Actually, I guess I could take a swiftness. Help me stay out of the
Oh,
way.
did you want the one that Cragthor was reluctant to take?
The randomly rolled one. Yeah.
The one I rolled randomly, or did you want me to make you a new one?
That's up to Cragthor if he wants to keep that one or if he wants a different one.
she can have, or they can have it.
Okay.
Any other requests?
I'm fine with the healing.
All right, I'm gonna make 1 boldness for myself, and then I'll make 6 healing.
Awesome sauce.
Kate will just be sitting up at the bow of the ship like the day before, just watching the seas ahead.
Nice. You slowly over the course of, like, when you first wake up, you don't see it, but then almost immediately you see land, probably within the first 30 or 45 minutes, and you just see it get ever bigger and come into focus with more details. And then you see the ever-growing and looming trees of the parchwood come into focus.
With the Sierras off in the distance.
You can even see the fog and mist that almost supernaturally pervades the woods to this day around the trees as you all settle anchor just beyond wave break so that you can take the 2 lifeboats to shore on the ever dangerous continent of Tal'Dorei.
Well, here we are.
By the way, as we're loading into the rowboats, I'm guessing Vandrin is staying on board.
He is.
Before I get into the rowboat, I reach out to shake his hand.
Shake it back.
The moment he goes to shake my hand, I put the bottle of rum in his.
Kind of pocket
A
it.
little something to remember us by.
Kind of pocket it. If you all, and I'll kind of speak louder to everybody, if you all ever need anything around the waters, not so much inland, but just let me know.
We'll be sure to keep it in mind.
Thank you very much.
Fair seas.
Yeah. Off to the next adventure, I guess. Good luck. Pretty sure y'all are gonna need it.
You too.
Every little bit helps.
I don't need luck where I'm going.
For sure.
For sure.
Guys can take the boats through the waves, being rowed by 2 crewmen, down through the break onto the beach. You can see in the tree line, probably about 50 feet away from you by the time you land, boxes and supplies and things that seem to have been left abandoned or behind or couldn't fit on carts in various and sundry states of... Like, decay would be the wrong word, but I'm going to use decay.
Neglect.
Disrepair.
Neglect, there it is. That's what I was looking for. In various stages of neglect, as you guys, I guess, would head towards it as your first sign of anything that matches the description. And I think we'll pick up there after break.
Oh,
Since
good
that seems
timing.
like a perfect idea.
Good time.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yep.
good.
We'll be back in a few, guys.
The DM is smiling.
alive.
Yeah,
That's
which
the way
is
this
why I
works.
just hit the button without even saying anything.
Ah. Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky.
His sleight of handshake beat all of our past perceptions.
Woo! Well, it's not hard with this party,
But
to be
what I'm
completely
seeing-
honest.
Yeah.
Max.
What I'm seeing is though that like if you cook it, like you should be fine even with it. Like even with the runny yolk, it should be fine if it's been cooked. So
This is why we
Runny
have
yolk
buttons.
doesn't cook up to a high enough temp, though.
It doesn't,
Yeah, well-
unfortunately.
well-
I can tell you that personally. Runny yolk is not fully
Yolks-
finished and
Yolks,
ready to eat.
yolks start to solidify at 158 degrees Fahrenheit versus the FDA recommended internal
Correct.
temperature, which is 165. Thank you, food science classes. Anyway, we're back. Hello. We had a whole thing about eggs during break.
So if I cook them a
It
little
was
cooler,
excellent.
is there a chance I could kill my dinner guests? I'm not saying that's a deal breaker.
Note to self: never go over to dinner.
If
Note
eggs
to
are
self,
being
I'm
served,
not
it's a red
joining-
flag.
I'm not joining
No.
any luncheon or breakfast or dinner at Lenny's moving forward.
Stop.
Anytime
I don't do the cooking here.
somebody said red flags, that reminds me of the scene from Lego Star Wars.
Red
flags,
get your
red
red flags
flags
here.
for the record, I do avoid like because I like to do cocktails and stuff, and I avoid the raw egg stuff in cocktails. I don't do that because I found a good substitute like chemical thing. You just put a few drops in that gets the same result.
Yes.
So
I would honestly always recommend using those as much as I like New
Yeah.
York sours. Anyway, you
I'm
guys
sorry. I'm putting egg white in mine.
God damn.
you guys land on the beach, walking up to the crates that are there in the creepy evil woods.
Is it a sandy beach?
It is a sandy beach.
Barju's gonna, or Finnick's gonna have himself a sand bath.
it is prime turtle territory. It sounds like.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
No.
You said it's about 50 feet to the edge of the woods where the crates are.
Yeah.
I guess
Might as well go take a
Luca will
look.
sort of go investigate the crate, see how if it can figure out how long everything's been here, maybe, and maybe what's been left behind.
Making
Okay,
it
go
How's
with-
how is Luca dealing with the sand? Just for
I think
mental picture.
I think it just sort of like moves very carefully. It walks very carefully across the sand, and you can see it just sort of like pushing out the little grains from the goop on the soles of its makeshift feet as it walks. Just sort of, or like what? Have you seen those pictures of those gifs of cats with socks on?
Yeah.
Kind of
You're
like
walking
that,
like a cat with a sock on.
huh?
You're walking like you're a cat with socks on. I just want to make sure I understood that properly.
Yeah, look in chat.
Oh my god.
Just like lifting their
great.
legs up so that the sand falls out between each step.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right, who else going to the crates while Finnick's
Cade.
taking a sand bath? Cade.
Yeah, I'll go to the crate.
Cool. Anybody who's there
And
can
as they're
make-
walking,
Can I detect magic on the crates before we start rolling?
Yeah, sure. You instant casting it?
Ritual,
Okay,
if that's all right.
that's fine. Yeah, you guys can take 10 minutes.
and as we're walking over, Kate sees Luca walking like this and just. Would it be possible to increase the density at your feet, so to speak, to keep the sand from getting stuck?
Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it. It's kind of, I can't really explain it, but it's a thing I guess I have to practice. I'm not used to it.
Have you ever tried wearing shoes? Did those even work on you? I'm not sure, but
I mean, I have to kind of drag them around with my feet, and it's easier to just stand on them. I feel kind of confined, and it just feels awkward.
Oh, makes sense.
There is nothing there is nothing inherently magical.
Okay. Well, nothing magical in here. Not sure. Not sure if there's anything deadly, but
Are the chests and crates like? Do they look like they've been broken into, or just kind of left to weather?
Just kind of left to weather.
Okay. Are there any
can we get a sense
like
of how long
mark?
they? Yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna say, are there any like marks that might indicate where they came from or what might be in them?
Make a history check.
Okay.
I was just gonna ask. Can we tell how long they've been here?
No, it's very hard to because it's very damp, so things may age a
Mhm.
little faster here
Okay.
in the weather, especially by the beach with the salt spray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a 13 for history.
Okay. The symbol stamped on them is the symbol of the House of Whitestone, which is to the very north in the Parchwood timberlands.
Okay.
So they fell a year and a half ago.
Hmm. How many crates are
There's
here?
3.
I guess
There's 3.
just 3 crates. Okay.
Yeah.
Kay takes out his crowbar.
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
All of us are just Cade.
Anybody who's there can.
Okay.
Guidance myself.
I'll guidance myself too.
I will do the same.
I forgot. You guys have 3 or 4 guidances.
Right?
We have
Yes.
many much guidance.
Demi.
Ooh.
4?
Uh,
4.
I rolled
Okay.
bad. I rolled very poorly, but I have a passive 14.
Same.
I rolled a 19 plus a 4 for a 23.
Okay.
I've got a 16 on die, 3 on the guidance, a plus 0 to investigation. So yeah, just 19.
Okay, 19. 19
This feels
23.
weird, by the way. After last campaign, this feels really fucking weird.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Oh man.
It's not hard for Cade and Cragthor to find that the crate on the bottom, as you guys are kind of unstacking them, you guys feel something in it. You pop it open. Cragthor's dagger Cade with one side knife immediately pops up. The wood is soft from the weather. There is a tiny, like pocket-sized leather pouch, fairly flat in the bottom crate.
All right, let's see what this is.
Okay. You open it up. It's unfolds, and it is a leather scrawled map on the inside of it.
Oh shit. Kay'll bring it over to one of the other crates that's still solid on top and lay it out.
Okay.
What's it a map of?
Just the Parchwood Timberland. So just like Parchwood Way north on the Exandria map.
I'll use magical tinkering on it to just make a little red fluorescent dot where we are right now.
Okay. Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah. It's actually marked on the map.
Oh,
There's like a little tiny X, like it's a supply drop or something. And then there
whatever.
are some lines kind of going through the tree pattern on it, through the woods that seem to be different paths a couple circles and a couple X's along the roads. I would say on the 23 and 19 between Cade and Cragthor on this, you would imagine because where you guys seem to be as an X, that those might be supply depots or supply drops, and the circles might be hidden safe houses where people actually are.
Hmm.
Okay.
And there's nothing written on it.
No,
Okay.
Any
I guess that's-
manifests anywhere? Or-
no.
Was somebody supposed to be meeting us here?
That's what you were told.
Hmm.
Were we told when?
As soon as you landed, from how you
Are we-
understood.
Early
No
or
one is-
late?
If no one is here, perhaps we should head to one of the nearer supply areas if things aren't exactly good here. That makes sense from a survivalist perspective, and if whoever is supposed to meet us has simply been delayed, I imagine that would be the first place that they would then proceed to look for us if they got here after we've left and we aren't here.
Well, I think the first place they'd think to look for us would be the place we said we'd be.
Well, yes, but I'm saying after they get here, if we aren't here, because waiting around if they have been delayed or captured could be dangerous. But if they know where the other supply locations are, if we go to the nearest one of those, they get here and we've already left, they don't see us, they should reasonably
So,
think, oh, well, for survivability, the best place to go would be the next nearest supply station.
So, do we take the rest of this stuff to the supply station with us?
I would figure so, anything that does remain good.
Let's see what's in them, I guess.
There's a few hardtack rations that are still good.
Ooh, ration refills.
+1 ration.
Yeah, there's 10 total rations. Probably will be a little salty, but
I think
flavor.
y'all have spent more rations than I have, so
I think so.
I won't take one
Right.
of these ones.
Don't think we've spent any.
Mm-mm.
We can each add one.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
easy peasy lemon
I have
squeezy.
11 now.
Anything
Walking
else?
around the beach a little bit, do we see any like signs that anyone else has been here recently? And where's the tide right now?
It is a higher tide right now.
Okay, so if someone was walking on closer to the water, then they might not have footprints anymore. But
Mhm.
do we see, is there anything else above the tide line?
No.
Okay.
On the map, are there any lines from the X where we are currently that lead to a circle that are relatively close by?
The map is not to scale,
Mm.
so it'd be hard to tell. But there is a circle inland that's probably less than a day. All right.
Anything else in the crate?
Now
Or
just,
just
just the
rations?
rations in the map. All right, Demi, what did you want to do?
So I'm just like on the edge of the shore along the line. I'm just gonna make all like the seaweed and any other type of vegetation start to grow and form up in a 20-foot square, and I'm gonna try to catch some fish.
Okay, cool. Entangle, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. You snare about 12 fish that couldn't swim out fast enough. Similar
Nice.
size to the one Cade caught a couple nights ago.
I'll just wade into the water and try to collect them all, and I'll just use one of my daggers and kind of like just end them really quick, and then I'll go to the shore and kind of clean them off while they're doing all that with the crates.
Cool.
Since the others have that kind of handled, I'm actually going to approach Demi as she's cleaning the fish. And just ask, may I see one of those? I want to try something.
Gutted or
I've
ungutted?
been thinking about. Cleaned preferably. It might reek otherwise. What I'm going to try.
I'll hand you one.
Alright. He's going to hold the fish at like each end and shocking grasp it until it's cooked.
He's got a flash fry.
Doesn't smell great because you burned the scales on the outside, but the inside's perfectly cooked.
I hoped that would work out that well. It's a good
Scales are
fallback.
just smoking.
Yeah, he'll take out his own dagger and scrape off the burnt areas.
All right.
The wind blows from that direction towards the crates and cages. Who burnt the fish?
Just a little bit. It's actually pretty spot on cooked, I think. Just some burnt scales. Don't worry about it.
How many fish were there in total? Did you say 12?
Well, yeah.
The other 11, I'll druid craft a campfire and just like in a little shallow ditch in the ground and the sand, and then I'll just cook the rest.
Cool.
Once they're cleaned.
Awesome.
Good old beach bonfire.
Yep.
Yes, I'm sure the more traditional cooking methods will still be preferable, but it's good to know that we can cook things by more unusual methods if we need to be a little more subtle about it.
Well, I did like your idea of freezing them, like flash freezing.
Cyrus
maybe
just kind of
we
wafts
could
the
help sometime.
smell away from his nose. Like, you call that subtle?
Well, it's a lot less subtle than a plume of smoke if we're in enemy territory.
Yeah.
What, you mean like this? We're fine. The fog will cover it mostly.
Yes, but once we're out of this area, it's good to know that we have an alternative. So yeah, there's
Man.
I think
now,
I'm gonna stick to the rations versus that burned up piece of fish.
The fish
just
is
smells
perfectly
so
fine.
bad.
It was just some scales that have been scraped off. He's gonna take a big
Fire
bite of the
cook-
perfectly
do
cooked
fire.
fish from inside.
Oh, that one will be yours then.
Yeah,
Fire cooked
he's eating
fish.
it.
Fire cooked fish taste fine. Smell fine too.
Did you want me to try flash freezing one?
I mean, I think it's worth a shot.
Interesting.
Well, Vadian, how does that taste, huh? Shocking.
I'm quite satisfied with how normal it tastes.
Does it tingle?
He's
I've
eating it. He's
tasted
just like,
electricity plenty of times. This is not that.
he's
All
like,
I'm imagining right now is that
it
Simpsons
tastes so
bit.
normal.
So normal.
Exactly, it tastes so normal.
So normal.
I don't like that. For some reason, I don't like that. Oh.
But like
Yes.
literally, Verdian has tasted electricity before. There was some trial and error to making his lightning launcher.
Fair point. Fair play.
I didn't realize trial and error involved putting it in your mouth and pulling the trigger.
You guys can have a
For
late
the
lunch,
shocky.
early dinner of fish over the fire.
Should I try freezing one of the ones before you cook it?
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right.
Flash freeze, slow roast.
What is it? I think frostbite, probably.
Yeah.
Very careful frostbite. And even if I fuck up the fish, it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll.
Tail slap.
Yeah, you have a frozen fish.
Cool.
It starts
Extremely.
to defrost, but you have a frozen fish.
Okay.
Fun with cantrips.
Yeah. Creative use of magic is always fun.
All right.
Speaking of cooking show ideas,
Hey. That's what we
1,000
call a
1,000
callback.
Dumb Ways to Die. 1,000 Dumb Ways to Die meets 1,000 Weird Ways to Use Cantrips.
All right, what do you guys after food? What are y'all doing?
how
map
long
and wait.
does that take, I guess? So if we eat on the beach, like how long have we been waiting
Like an
for someone to
hour.
turn up?
Like
Okay.
an hour.
And no sign of anyone coming up the shore or from the trees.
No, not right now.
Did you hear that, Cyrus? It was an hour.
Oh, is that a short rest?
Yeah.
All right. I'll do another boldness and another healing.
Okay.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah, that is the gif I had in my mind when you
Mhm.
said that earlier.
And I'm also just imagining like fine tuning it, like peering really intently. You know, you get like hyper focusing, you get a little slack jawed, and that happening, and it just like arcing at his face.
I still like the video where he was like, "Yeah, if I didn't do this right, it's gonna catch on fire." And he looks towards the camera and he looks back and it's on fire.
Don't breathe this. Yeah, don't breathe the electrified fish. Just let it air out and then eat it.
Plug your nose.
Shock roasted
no,
fish.
I love the
fish
blend.
after like a
I
minute
love
of
the
airing
blend.
out.
I
Will be
love
great.
the blended guy. Anyways, yeah. Did you guys finish your other short rest? Other short rest, Cyrus.
Sorry.
Number 5.
Yeah. You don't see a
Not
sign of
number
anybody.
And it's like, how close to nightfall is it at this point? Someone who has keen mind.
I don't
We're just
think
looking up.
anybody has keen mind now.
Not this time.
No,
Uh,
not
But
this
Jade will
time.
look up
Not
and
this time
look
at
at
all.
the sun's position.
couple hours.
Well, I don't know how far away this next supply point is on this map, but should we start heading that direction?
I think so. I think we should at least head within
Might
the
as
tree
well.
line. If we need to make camp, it would be better to do so where we are not immediately seen.
That was my
Agreed.
thought too.
Can't say I feel a ton better about what might be lurking in that forest, but
Mm.
we gotta go that way eventually.
That's what alarm is for.
Do we have a lot of stuff to carry?
Not
No,
terribly
there was
much.
just this map and like a few extra rations, and I'll hand out the
Mm.
rations to everybody that they already added.
Oh, there wasn't like a broken down cart that could be fixed up anywhere in this stuff, was there? Just
No,
the crates.
just 3 crates.
Okay. If there was a cart, I was gonna start casting mending.
Might be too suspicious too.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
All right.
Don't be
Guys, head
suspicious.
into the forest.
Should we leave a message on the crates? Just scratch like thank you on one of the pieces of wood, maybe? I mean, I guess it's obvious enough that someone's been here since we busted them open, but I don't know if we want to leave any message behind in case our
I will do a magical tinkering message so that it can be removed later by just wanting that one to drop, you know?
Okay.
So let's see.
good idea.
There is limitations to the number of word to the word count. So I am going to check that real quick. Okay, so it's 25 words of text. And oh wait, or I could utter a message actually. Okay, up to 6 seconds of speaking it could be. Okay, I'll make it so when tapped by a creature, it'll play back a recording of Ver saying, "Supplies are appreciated. Heading to a nearby location. If you know, you know." I think that should be good. So when they're like tapping it and inspecting the boxes, it'll just talk to them. The box speaks.
It's a mimic.
All right, what'd you decide on?
Oh, I didn't notice. Wait till after I said it.
Yeah.
So there's gonna imbue a 6-second recording
Okay.
on it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So he's going to say, "Supplies are appreciated. We're heading to a nearby location. If you know, you will know."
I like it.
So when they're inspecting the box that has been opened up and like tapping it and stuff, they'll trigger that, and then they
Cool.
will know if they are someone who should know. And if they don't, they'll be like, "What the fuck does that mean? What nearby location?"
All right. Who's ready to go into their dark, creepy woods?
Woo! Feels like home.
Are
Little
there any
bit.
animals around?
It's D&D.
No, there are no animals around. It
That's
is
concerning.
inherently quiet.
Ooh, quiet.
A little bit, actually.
No
Phoenix
birds,
is just
no
gonna scratch
critters.
his shell.
And I will warn you, when it gets dark, it gets dark. So like it goes
Yay,
from
dark vision.
it goes from dusk to dark real quick. As you guys learn as you guys head about 2 hours inland.
So you're saying it goes from dusk to dark?
Oh my god, where'd he go?
At least dusk isn't falling over anymore.
Yeah, at least dusk isn't falling.
No, not
Totally
today.
forgot. I totally forgot to turn my key light on too earlier.
Any do we have any like, I know the map isn't to scale, but do we have any sense of like how much further we have to go?
Probably another half a day. Easily.
Okay. Might as well rest here. I don't see us getting there before morning if we keep going.
Agreed. Are there any rocky outcroppings or anything like that? Small hills that we could perhaps make camp tucked against?
There's like some dead logs and stuff you can hide behind off the road, off the trail. It's not even really a road; it's like a trail.
That seems good. We arrange them. If we arrange them properly, especially. Suggesting like kind of arranging them thusly that alarm would encapsulate the area so that anywhere within them is kind of like clearly like, okay, this is our area. Don't put yourself or any of your stuff outside this if you want to be protected by
they're
alarm.
way too big to move.
Oh, okay.
Very
Yeah.
sure about that.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
they're
we'll just have
like-
to cluster up.
Around.
So,
I
trees.
mean,
as far as keeping watch tonight, who here can see in the dark?
You're reading my mind.
Of course.
So can
I
I.
can see.
Me?
Yes, Iris. I was just about to ask the party that. Because I was
Oh.
wondering why we don't just move through the night.
Well,
Hunters,
yeah.
nocturnal creatures that will be. They
Well,
look
some of
as
us-
like very tasty dinners.
Yes,
Depends
some of
on-
us may operate fine at night. Those of us who don't would make easier targets for such creatures.
I mean, I can, always have a little light going, but might attract attention, might not. We haven't really
Exactly,
seen anything moving during the day. I mean, whatever's around here is either gone or only comes out at night.
And that is more reason to make secure camp and keep watch at night. If we don't see things moving during the day, that means it is safer for us to be moving during the day.
Up to you all.
I say we make camp.
Well, I can't see in the dark.
Maybe if whoever is supposed to meet us is coming back this direction and they just happen to be running 4 hours late, which I doubt, but maybe if they are running late, they'll come past this way.
Exactly. We can
Make
keep
contact
watch for it.
a bit earlier.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Well, I can handle 2 watches in the dark.
I'll handle the third.
I can see in the dark all right, but I confess I may be a little prone to spacing out. I can take a watch if necessary, but
I would think Demi would probably be good for it if you're down to.
I can keep you company, Luca.
oh, okay.
There you go.
I guess I'll take the last watch kind of early.
Go to sleep, but I'm going to get up early because I'm 62.
All right. Can the
But I'm obviously going to mark off another tally mark in the book.
Mm. I'll go
if
ahead
you guys
and
need to hit
test the alarm.
if you guys need to hit your long rest buttons for any reason, you may
Might
do
as
so.
well.
Might as well, right?
Yep.
And the 4 people that are keeping watch, perception for me, please.
Can I guidance for that?
Yeah, you can cast guidance on yourself for that.
Guidance, yep.
Luca, do you want to
Alright.
roll or do you want to give one of us advantage?
I rolled a nat 20. I was just rolling
Very
for
nice.
myself.
So I just matched my passive, so just 14.
Cool.
Either way.
I assume it's Cade,
22 for Cade.
Cade, Verdi, and Demi Luca.
I volunteered to go first.
Oh,
so-
sorry, Verdi and Cade.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Bear, Cade, Luca.
14, 22, and a nat 20
yep,
for
22.
a
20.
Hey.
Oh, wait, sorry. 21.
Nice.
Do I need to do 2 separate ones if I'm covering 2 watches?
No.
Or is the one for my whole?
The one's
Okay.
for your whole watch.
Okay.
Okay. As your watch is winding down, Verdian, and through Cade's watch, that is when there's the most activity. You all hear the wolves start to come out.
In the wee hours of the morning.
But you can hear them circling probably about 150, 200 feet out. They never get any closer than that. Kate, off in the distance during yours as well, you hear like trees knocked over, probably about a half mile away.
North,
here's some,
south,
like-
east, west.
West. Some heavier footsteps with it, and they quickly disappear, getting further and further away.
Interesting. Few things are running through Cade's mind because I'm sure he's heard stories of the monstrosities that took over Whitestone for a time.
Make a history check.
14.
Okay. Yeah. You've heard stories, a lot of them unsubstantiated.
But one of them definitely included giant zombies. So that's probably running through Cade's mind at hearing that kind of noise.
All right. As the forest starts to wake up during the end of Demi and Luca's watch, you can hear, unlike yesterday, when you first entered the woods, the birds start to wake up. You can hear things moving around in the trees, obscured by the early morning fog. It gives hope that there is maybe substantial life in here after all.
So strange that we hear animals now, but not yesterday.
Sounds a lot better.
Perhaps our arrival threw things off a little bit initially, and our lack
Right.
of disturbance since
wouldn't
then
know that
has the
much.
animals at peace.
I'm not sure that's it.
I think
Seems-
hearing them sets me at ease more than not hearing them did.
Maybe something
Yeah.
that I heard last night has something to do with it.
Oh,
Yes, heavy footsteps, maybe a half mile away to the west, accompanied by the sounds of trees falling.
trees, like entire trees.
Yes.
Yeah, I think whatever that was, I think the animals in this forest probably knew to stay away from it.
Well, hopefully that they're back is a sign that whatever it was has moved on.
It
Really
sounded
hope
like they
so.
moved on.
I'm gonna roll
The
my
footsteps
elixir.
grew. The footsteps
It is a
definitely
healing
grew
elixir.
less.
Oh, so
Sorry.
you got one free healing for the
You're
day.
good.
Yep.
A
Any requests? Well, I guess we're probably not short resting before we get moving.
Yeah.
If you
We're
can
not
make a
just,
flying just in case, I would appreciate it though.
we
Alright.
can take an hour for breakfast.
I
Yeah, that's true.
prefer to have spell slots available in case we get into a fight, but
We can take an hour
as
for
soon as
breakfast.
as soon
I'll
as we
say
get a
you could
chance
take an
to rest,
hour for
I'll-
breakfast in the morning.
Okay. Then I'll make a flight and a boldness,
Cade, roll for weather.
Oh,
and Verdian can have the flight.
I'll
Much
roll the
appreciated.
metal one for this. It's a serious roll.
It's not that serious.
I don't know if this is good or bad. 13.
13. Okay.
Nice heavy roll sound.
Mm-hmm.
Very heavy.
Very satisfying.
The warm mist
love it.
of the forest and the grayness overhead signals it might not be the best weather day today.
Well, they still keep us in cover from a distance.
Hopefully, it won't be too much longer.
As heavy rain falls, you can hear it hitting the trees, but a lot of it does not reach you all on the forest floor. It is more a steady drip off of the leaves and branches that make up the canopy of the parchwood to take the brunt of the storm, luckily. But it does give everything a nice misty dampness to it.
Well, at least it's not parched wood anymore.
Thank you.
Oh.
I shouldn't be as proud of that as I am, but I am.
Hey,
Solid.
be proud. It
Oh,
was good
hey,
enough.
okay. I just got that. That's a good one. Heh. Heh.
After breakfast, Verdian just grabs the unraveled chain of his his arcane armor chain shirt, just grabs it in his hand and it coils around and onto him. Immediately forming the helmet because of the rain. He's like, yeah, it's something. A little extra cover for what does get through.
Heck yeah. Alright. You guys traveling for the day?
Is there like a really big leaf that Luca could pick up and use as an umbrella of sorts?
Probably like a fallen branch that has some pine. It still has a lot of pine needles on it.
I'd say, is there a tree star that you could use for an umbrella?
When I see what Luca's doing, am I able to kind of druid craft something for them?
Yeah, you could druid craft a leaf.
Thank you.
Well, hopefully it keeps you dry.
Alright. Most important question of the day. What's the marching order, people?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Finnick's gonna be in front, of course.
Yeah, so right now I have Finnick, Crag, Cade, Luca, Cyrus, Demi, Verdian.
I was gonna say middle somewhere for me.
Yep.
That seems
Yeah.
good.
Switch Luca and
Since we
Cyrus,
don't
or
know.
is everybody good?
Seems
Mm.
fine.
I'm pretty
That looks
okay being
good.
at the back of the group. I have
I
a
really
lid.
have no idea what direction anything's gonna come at us from.
Mhm.
Exactly.
That's the fun part about being in a forest. You don't.
Not a damn clue.
So
I'm
there's
watching that
creatures
movie
out now?
right now.
Yep.
Same.
There
Creatures
The
out
wildlife
now?
has returned.
There are creatures out now.
Finnick is just gonna cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
and start greeting the creatures, asking if they've seen any other people recently.
They mostly just scream and run away. They're mostly just
Oh.
like, what? And then run.
I'm imagining Luca like a Disney princess. Like he goes up to like a little birdie and is like, ah.
You mean Finnick?
Yeah, Finnick. Sorry.
Close enough.
Squirrel just gets giant eyes and runs in the opposite direction.
Just runs away.
Yeah, pretty much. They're very, very skittish.
He's gonna keep trying
Okay.
and feel really bad.
Squeaky squeak.
Squeaking.
Squeakity. Squeak 'em.
Squeak, squeak.
You owe
Squeak,
me
squeakity, squeak.
a
Squeaking.
new fake horn.
All right. As you guys are traveling in the mid-afternoon, can I have everyone make a perception check for me, please?
Do we have a chance to guidance this one or no?
Yes, I will say you guys have a chance to guidance.
Okay.
Sorry. Middle of your morning, not middle of the afternoon.
Ooh.
Let's see if we're going that far. Oh my goodness.
No.
Massive
23.
12.
12:23, Demi?
Dirty 20.
Yep.
30:20,
19.
I would like to use my passive.
which is 14.
14, yeah.
Finnick and Luca.
19.
19.
Passive 11.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So Finnick, Demi, Cade, and Cragthor. Because I believe you guys were the ones that had a 16 or higher.
Oh shit.
You see off to the side of the road on some plants that's slowly being washed away, blood.
Hmm.
As soon as Kate spots it, he puts his hand up. Hold it. And points at the plant grouping.
Do you see something? Sorry,
Cade
my
and
eye,
Demi.
my eyesight's not quite what it used to be.
Blood.
Oh.
Dear.
Are there any
Fresh.
prints around it?
There are some couple footsteps off the side of the trail, and Cade and Demi, as you all, with your 20 and 23, see the body about 14 feet off the trail.
Oh.
Can I make a medicine check to see how it was killed?
It's very easy to see the arrows in its back.
How many, and do they look like typical arrows? Do they look
4.
like they were like
4 homemade but human.
Be alert.
CSI time.
Are they at an angle?
They were running off the trail from something or other.
The arrows are in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Did they look like they were from above or dead or dead on?
From a slight elevation.
Keep your eyes up.
Yeah, look around for any vantage point that's at around that elevation.
You guys can also make an investigation check on the body.
Yes.
Guidance
There
on
will
this as
assist
well.
to provide advantage for that, whoever wants to do it.
Guidance on this as well. Is
Yeah,
that cool?
absolutely.
Okay. Man. Passive 14.
Oof.
21
21.
with guidance.
Anybody else with proficiency gonna take a swing at it?
Take a swing at it. He's already dead.
That's the
No,
joke.
Luca. Anatomy isn't Luca's strong suit.
That's the joke. It is not hard to see when you flip the body over that this is worn armor that has been worn for a while on the body. bearing not only faded into the leather the crest of Whitestone, but with some kind of new marking over it that in the rain of the forest floor and the body being turned over has kind of washed away and is hard to make out. But you get it's some kind of other symbol that has been drawn over it.
Could we
Yeah, but-
infer from that that this was a symbol of the resistance
Yeah,
and that these were resistance like fighters or scouts?
this person was a resistance fighter or a scout, yeah.
Could this person have been the person we were supposed to meet yesterday who never showed up?
Seeing as you haven't run across them, more than likely.
I think this might have been our welcoming committee.
Damn.
Can I examine the arrows?
Yes.
Anything in particular about the arrows that, like, how they were made, or if there's a particular like style that they were fletched with that tells me anything about?
I was gonna say you guys have seen
Dexter Jetster, that shit.
you guys have seen kobold arrows before. And goblin
Okay.
arrows lying around the camp. And you know they kind of like anything that's vaguely straight, they will turn into an arrow. This is made of a stick, it's homemade. But it is the straightest stick possible that has been shaved down and has tight lashing on it. Like this was made by a sturdier hand that knows what they were doing with inadequate material.
Hmm. I'll show the arrow to somebody who I think knows more about arms than I do. So probably Cade.
Hmm.
Like, just telling you anything?
Well, decent make for what's on hand. Whoever made this is someone that lives here in the woods and within these trees. It knows them.
Looking back at the body, does it look like anything's been taken off of it, or was this person just killed and left?
It looks like this person was killed and left, or was running away from something and died, and they couldn't find the body for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm going to check their pockets. If they were supposed to meet us, they may have something for us.
Okay.
A letter or something.
Mm-hmm.
Cade's gonna keep his eyes on the trees.
Make a perception check.
Doing that unfocused
Perception
thing,
check,
looking for any
investigation
change in
check.
movement.
Yeah, I'm also keeping an eye on the trees.
Perception for Kate and investigation for me.
Yes. on the
I'll
pockets.
I'll help Verdian,
So
I
Verdian
guess.
has advantage.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will
Hey,
guide.
I actually
so-
rolled well.
This should go well. So I got a 27 total
Cool.
on the investigation.
Perception real quick, and then I'll go through the investigation.
I rolled a 25 to keep an eye on the trees.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Cool.
Hey.
You do not see anything in the trees. What you all notice is blood dripping down on the edge of the trail further ahead that goes on.
Would that be about half a mile from our camp?
No.
Is this
Wait,
like
Slightly wrong,
currently dripping?
slightly wrong direction.
Yeah,
Wait.
so that goes on like back toward our camp, or
No.
that goes on like toward where we're going?
Toward where you're going.
Is it
So maybe
current
there was a
dripping or like a
survivor?
trail of drips?
It's a trail of drips.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Okay.
So there
kind
could
of-
have been so there was probably a survivor or somebody who at least made it further.
This may be the guy that made it the furthest.
Because they
But
were
there's-
coming this way
there's-
to meet us theoretically.
Yeah. It's going the
Oh,
direction
okay.
you're heading.
Gotcha.
So this
This
is
is
the
the blood
direction
this is the
this
blood trail.
body was heading towards you all.
Oh boy. Maybe others.
Well,
All right, 27. They had 20 gold in their pocket,
okay. Taking that.
and a folded up, semi-crumpled piece of parchment paper.
I will read the paper as I tuck the gold into my pouch as well.
Okay.
Moment.
It is instructions on where to and when to meet one of the groups arriving from Port Damali.
Does it appear to be, like, as far as the where and when, does it appear that it was for our group, or is there
Yes,
somebody
it
else that
appears
needs
to be from your group.
Okay, and nothing else, just confirmation that this guy was going to meet us.
There is a warning from Point Dust that there are bandits in the area and to be careful.
Okay. Okay, so maybe he wasn't careful enough, as I just put in the little text note. However, if they were bandits, they probably would have already checked his pockets, taken the money, found that he was supposed to meet us, and tried to ambush us as well. So that implies that either they were chased off by whatever Cade heard, or that they were just killing for some other reason.
Yeah.
If we can
Who's
find
to
another body, we
say?
might
Maybe they
find
weren't
better
interested in
evidence.
money.
I've never known of bandits to not be interested in money.
Or
Bandits are always
maybe
like to hide
he
their
money.
managed to escape, was attacked further up the road than here, and actually managed to make it quite far. Maybe the
Before he
bandits just
succumbed.
didn't pursue him.
Perhaps. Well,
Keep
Maybe it
going, I
wasn't
guess.
we should
Maybe it wasn't
investigate further along the
bandits.
road. Well, arrows like this, it wasn't some creature either, though.
Well,
It
sure,
was
but
something of
could have
intelligence.
been assassins or somebody else killing them for some other reason.
Those arrows
Yeah.
didn't seem too well made for assassins.
I mean,
Well, they were quite well made with the materials on hand, I thought. So
But also, I suppose if they didn't, if he still had this, if they still had this note on them, then whoever was after them might also not know that we would be coming this way.
exactly.
Doesn't
true.
know
They would have
this,
held on to
this
the
poor fellow's
intelligence.
instructions to meet
Yes.
us. Although,
Also, though, a further
bandits.
note on the assassin theory. It actually
Yep.
makes quite a lot of sense if it looks like it was made with scrounge materials, that it might be assassins if it's well made. Because a smart assassin wouldn't use
Yeah.
ammunition
They'd-
that they would leave behind that would
They'd
be
make it look
traceable to
like
where they come from.
bandits.
Yes, they'd make it look local, especially. They wouldn't want it to be traced to where they come from.
Well, I don't know. We might be getting into conspiracy theories, but
I'm just saying we can't rule it out.
all we know for
So-
sure is the fella who is supposed to come meet us is dead. And we're heading back to where that fella came from.
Yes.
And I
See
gathered
if
the
there's
folks
someone
there
else.
don't know he's dead yet.
We should keep investigating along the road.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Well, how much room do we have in that magic bag?
Are you suggesting we bring him with us in the bag?
Well, sure.
That would about
mean-
fill up the bag with the bell gems being in there.
I'm not saying we keep the body with us like indefinitely. Just take it back to the supply depot. They're gonna need to come find it and collect it anyway. Might as well save them a trip.
That's a reasonable point, though. If we find more
Build a
bodies,
little-
we'll have to inform them to retrieve them anyway, but...
Sure.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yes,
Build a
we
little
may as well.
goodwill.
Yes, we may as well try to give them a proper burial, at least.
All right,
I
open the
agree.
bag. Kate'll start picking up the body. Right, open. Underneath. Under. There we go. There we go. All right. Pivot. Pivot. Pivot.
Lift from the legs.
Yep. Got it.
It's
And
like trying to maneuver a couch
there it
through a
goes.
door.
Yeah, it's a
He's
little.
literally bigger than me, and you expect me to carry that bag full of him? Okay.
Pick the bag up.
You
It weighs
don't feel-
exactly
You're
the same.
crazy.
It weighs exactly the same.
Crack door. Magic.
Yeah, but now I'm carrying a dead body. You got the guy who kills people carrying around a dead body.
You want me to carry it?
No, I just don't think it's very smart that we're carrying a dead body.
If anything,
We're
we're just
in a
bringing
place
it
where there's
back.
a lot of dead bodies to be expected. It'll be fine.
That's why we shouldn't carry them around.
We're bringing this one back to potential allies to make sure it gets a proper burial.
Yes.
I know, but you guys clearly haven't killed a bunch of people like me. You just never touch the
No, we
bodies
haven't.
afterward.
No, correct.
You
I
just
have,
leave the body.
but their bodies are at the bottom of the ocean.
See, you left no evidence. Why would we
there
bring
were
the
a few
evidence with
notorious
us?
ones I had to bring the evidence of back for reward.
Bonding over crimes.
Hey, no, I'm bonding over bounty hunting. There's a difference. Mine was legal.
Oh, mine was too till I got caught. Then it suddenly was.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
It's semantic.
I think we're heading into a place where legal and illegal have kind of ceased to mean much of anything.
Perfect
Oh,
place
good,
for you.
then-
Survival.
The only
Then we'll
thing
just
that
start carrying around all the bodies of the people I killed? That sounds like a good
No.
idea. Let's get some more bags.
what really matters in a place like this, I think, is trying to hold on to your humanity a little bit, or your goblinness, or I'm sorry, I never realized how racist that word was. Wow.
Your sense
Um,
of self.
Yeah, thank you, Cade. You gotta hold on to that. We gotta watch each other's backs. We've gotta take care of each other, and you know, our
Connections are more
our
important.
potential allies are gonna
Yes.
have to come looking for this guy eventually, and they're gonna have to bring his body back. We're just helping out.
Then you get to explain where we found the body from. I don't want any part in that because that's how you end up with a
Oh.
knife between your shoulder blades.
Of course. Of course. You won't be expected to explain anything of the sort.
It's how you end up with a knife between your shoulder blades.
Frankly, I think it's safer for all of us if you don't say a word when we talk about finding a body.
Look, dead men tell no tales, so I leave them dead and I don't talk about them, okay?
Yes, unfortunately, this one doesn't have a story that needs to be shared.
All right.
Oh, I'm sure you can get a story out of them somehow.
Body and bag, you guys are
I
continuing
don't have
on.
that level.
Yep, and we got to check out those other blood splatters and see if
Yep,
it leads
follow
to
the
another
blood trail.
body.
Okay. It
Yep.
goes on for about a mile.
Wow.
Damn.
Keep an eye on the trees overhead too while
Yeah.
we
Yep.
and the surroundings.
I
Eyes
think
up, eyes out.
after about 3/4 of a mile, Cyrus was just comment like, "Man, guy sure hung in there."
Indeed.
He tried his damnedest to get to us.
Oh, walking a mile is a challenge enough for me when I'm fully healthy.
Imagine with 3 arrows in your back.
As the blood splatter stops, you all find 2 looted bodies off to the side of the road.
They did loot the ones that didn't get away.
Yep.
Similar arms and
It
armor.
very well
Mhm.
might be.
Oh, no weapons,
Well,
but
whatever.
similar
was-
armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Is a symbol more prevalent on these?
No.
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 Mhm. Oh,
What sort of armor is it?
It's just simple, like, scrap leather.
Okay.
Is there a helmet component to it?
No.
Damn. I wanted a hat. I wanted a more solid hat because of like the rainy weather. I was like, oh, my chain helmet isn't isn't exactly keeping the head dry.
It's got a lot of holes.
Yes.
I'll have my mage hand hold my trench coat over Verdian's head while we walk along.
Thank you.
Luca's just got a really big leaf.
Anytime.
Hindsight, it's 2020 and everything, but we really should have picked up proper cloaks before we left.
Probably. Yes.
Oh,
Something to keep in mind.
Phoenix
next time we
enjoying a
find
little bit of
town.
rain.
Oh yeah, we don't have to moisten our turtle anymore. Nature's doing it for us.
squirt, squirt, squirt.
You pan to Demi and she's in a corset with a skirt and pumps walking in the woods.
Not giving a fuck.
Demi just does the,
Oh,
the office stare into the camera.
Uh, Demi, with those shoes, maybe you should have the fly potion.
They're pretty waterproof at this point. I'm no stranger to walking in the woods in the rain.
Okay, suit yourself.
Yes, it may not look comfortable, but she is the type to have a lot more experience in the wilderness than I. I spent most of my time on the coast and at sea.
I mean, we're all mostly water anyway.
Some of us more than others.
Some of us a lot more than others. I actually don't know how much of that's actually true.
But I guess Cragthor, I don't think we have the room to carry these two fellows back to camp, so you'll be reassured to know that I guess we won't be doing this sad delivery job ourselves. Only one body.
We should probably make note of how far outside of the depot
Mm.
these bodies are. Like, start counting our steps from here.
I'll start counting my steps.
Yeah, or any like landmarks in the area.
Yeah, like big rock.
Yeah, it's about
Um,
500 feet south of a clearing that you all can see that opens up.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Also,
So like
I
maybe
have
right outside.
I have magical tinkering available. I have another one, so I'll actually tap any like tiny object on them that they're wearing and make it glow. So bright light for 5 feet, dim light for another 5 feet. And I'll just tell them one of the bodies has something glowing on it.
Oh yeah,
When we get
that's a
there,
good idea.
we'll
I'll
explore them.
just do the other one with my magical tinkering, and
Mhm.
then I'll have a couple quest indicators.
Like the emergency road flares.
Yeah,
Just a
they got their
question.
hazards on.
Just a question for further reference. So I know that we want to get these bodies back to where they belong, but if we ever need to bury someone on site, I have something that can help with that.
That is good to know.
Yeah, for sure.
And is there any other blood further ahead on the road, like these people had been attacked in the clearing?
No, but there are about 6 sets of footprints in the mud that are going in the
Okay.
direction you all are going in.
So the
Okay.
bandits are heading that way, probably.
Yep.
6 sets. So what, 3 that came from and then 3 going towards?
Yeah, all 6 going away.
So
Going towards.
we
So they're
know that there
outnumbered.
were they were rather outnumbered. Then it's not surprising that they fell.
Oh.
Is
3
there
versus 6.
And whoever attacked them seems to have continued on to this supply camp.
Perhaps we should
Yeah,
hurry.
well,
might wanna
we
double
should
time
find
this.
him and kill him ourselves.
I think that's the
Cragthor, for
plan at this
once, I
point.
think I agree.
A
I'm gonna
little
stab
bandit
him.
hunting like old
Oh,
times.
That sounds like fun.
Fuck
Do
yeah.
the
Verdian's
bodies
grinning again.
What, Luca?
do the
I mean, look,
Yeah.
we don't have to take all these bodies back, but we can take the bodies back, the ones who killed them, and that's even more fun. Because then I get to put my knife in them.
Okay, now Luca, sorry.
Sorry.
do they have anything else on them still? Like their weapons and their coin are gone, but do they have anything like notes or I don't know, any personal belongings, any
Mm.
trinkets that look important?
No.
Do
Or
they have anything tucked in their shoes?
The only thing you can see on them is the armor left. And like clothes,
Okay.
obviously, but
Yeah.
it looks
They
like
weren't stripped naked, but
pockets have been
everything
turned
else.
inside out and stuff.
yeah. Okay.
Damn it,
And
they checked
left
the
turned
boots.
inside out. Yeah.
Verdian's gonna
Head
start
on.
heading
Lace is
on down.
undone.
Yeah.
He wants to hurry up and hunt some bandits now.
Alright.
Yeah, head on toward the clearing.
As we're heading in that
Yeah.
direction, Cade's going to pull his hand axe and make markings on the tree trunks as they go.
Okay.
Make another, essentially a trail indicator in
Make
case the glow isn't noticeable from far enough away.
as you guys are heading down the road, make a perception check for me.
Everyone?
Guidance?
Yeah, everyone.
That would be
Luca's
guidance
gonna be
regularly
trying like
because
sort
of
of keeping
this.
an eye on the footprints.
Okay.
but is having a very hard time seeing them because I rolled a 3 for a
That's
4
covered.
or a passive 11.
Passive 11,
Ooh.
22.
22,
23
Dirty
here
20.
because we could be regularly,
Dirty 20,
we're
Yeah.
on alert.
23.
Mhm.
Demi,
18.
18
Yay,
for
nay.
Finnick. Demi,
Passive 17.
passive 17. Wow.
Holy shit.
Yay or nay on the guidance because we're, steadily looking out for
Yay
things.
on the guidance.
Okay.
Yo.
Oh, I got 23 with guidance.
23.
Let's go.
So on an 18 or higher, when you guys are about 120 feet away, you can see the clearing open up, and there is a bridge over this pool of water, over this tiny creek. Fairly well constructed at the time, kind of in disrepair now. And you can see 3 people on it in like a circle talking. And you can see someone up in the wood structure above them, kind of armor kind of glinting, and you can kind of like see them swinging their legs like they're waiting for the next person to come across the bridge.
Any sign of the symbol of Whitestone or the
None.
resistance on any of them?
None.
Okay, I need to ask something before anybody jumps into action here
Okay.
on this.
Yeah.
How far from like the tree line of the clearing are they?
I will actually tell you because it's the end of the map.
Hey.
About 20 feet.
Cool. So if we've noticed them before they notice us, Verdian's gonna slink off into the tree line and stealth up to the edge of it.
Okay.
So I will guidance myself as I'm going into this. So a guidance stealth with advantage from my infiltrator armor. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
While they're doing that, can I actually just, while everyone else is getting like in position, I just want to walk across the bridge.
Yeah.
Or walk up to the
I
bridge.
just want to spring their, yeah, I just want to spring their trap with both my swords out.
Okay.
Yeah. Finnick's just gonna hold his mace up.
And
What was the
When-
stealth check?
knowing
29 with a natural 20 for it.
Oh,
Wow.
29 total. Yeah.
Okay.
I know what
When
fucking Kate's gonna go
Yeah,
with.
when they
Okay.
hit the bridge, I'm gonna drink my boldness elixir.
okay.
I was going to crimson right one of my weapons before I did that though.
Okay. That's fine. I need to move a couple people. No, I didn't. Darn it. I don't have somebody who should be there. Give me 1 second. I messed up. Oh, I messed up.
no.
So sneaky. Big sneak.
Tiny creek.
That's fine. It's the same stat block, so I'm just gonna clone the body and then rename it. Yeah, Tiny Creek. Ignore it.
Oh, so this isn't the river run
Oh.
then.
No, this is not the river run. This is the creek. It's still a little high right now because of the rain. How about that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds good to me.
Like normally the edges where you can kind of see like the eddy currents and stuff there. Normally those no water there, only down the middle. But
Yeah.
it's just
Mhm.
As you
Rain
guys
hard.
approach, you can also see an older man kind of sitting in a chair at the far end of the bridge with a pretty wide brimmed hat, just kind of like they're like half asleep. You can see the rain kind of dripping off of it. Are
look, it's Gandalf.
you four are moving up? Verdian is in the woods. What are Luca and Demi doing? They go in or staying back?
I think Luca will move like a little closer, but definitely stay short at the edge of the bridge. Like it'll stop like probably around the edge of the bridge.
Okay.
I'm not sorry. I'm not moving up. I'm just drinking my potion
Oh, okay.
when I see that
All right. And then what's Demi doing?
stuff might be going down.
I'll follow Sue with the other 3 across the bridge.
Okay.
What do these look like?
Mostly humanoids.
Humanoids?
Couple half work. 2 half work a human. Guy at the far end's hard to tell, but
They wearing any sort of insignia?
no, they're not wearing insignia.
What's their actual armor look like? Does it look like scrap, or does it look like well kept?
It looks like scrap.
Sounds like bandits.
Yeah, it's thrown together. You can see some kind of like where the patch would be kind of ripped off the leather, like arm guards and stuff, and kind of like scratched out and rubbed through with dirt. Demi's gonna move up with them. Does that look good?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, when you guys get about there, person up in the top's gonna kind of look down. Well, what do we have here?
I'm gonna ready action for if any of the party is hurt to immediately attack whoever hurts them with the lightning launcher.
You have your worst nightmare in front of you. You don't even know what I'm capable of.
I would believe the small one if I were you.
I mean, who wants to die first? Because that sounds like that's where we're gonna find out.
There
Bing.
goes first impressions.
I think you're in over your head.
Well, he is pretty small.
So I
That's
think
okay. I've been in a lot of those, but it's okay. They tend to end in my favor.
I think you just pay the toll and move on your way.
Ooh, that means they have money. Can I take it, Finnick? Can I take it?
I don't know. What are they asking?
They want our money, but I think they should give us money, and then they can just walk away alive.
Maybe that's the fee. They give us money.
Really
That's
quick.
what I thought.
Really quick. How far away from Cade is the one who's talking up top?
25 feet. 200 gold. 200 gold, and you and your friends can get over the bridge and get back on the road.
See, I've got a
Sure,
better
come down and
deal.
collect it. Telekinetic.
What's the save?
Oh, you're pulling him to you?
That's a strength saving throw 14.
Ooh.
Can I
Just
hit him as he comes?
5 feet forward. Just 5 feet forward, meaning off that beam and to the ground.
That is a 15.
Fuck!
So how far up in the air is it?
About 10 feet.
I was hoping that would have been 10 feet of fall.
See,
on his
Finnick,
fucking face.
I have a better idea. They said 200 gold, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8. I say 1,400 gold to us, and they get to walk away from here.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's the fee, right?
Yeah.
I love this thing of Cragthor corrupting the turtle.
How does that sound, guys? You agree or no?
The person's gonna jump down and move over. As they move over, they go, "Gray, we got trouble, and I need Finnick, Crag, Cade, and Demi to make dexterity saving throws."
Yeah.
As the old man will get up from his chair and just kind of turn his part of the staff, and out of the gem on the top, lightning straight through.
26.
All right, saves.
3.
19.
3 fail. 19 saves.
18.
Also saves. So there's
I rolled a 19. I have a -1.
14 damage to Finnick, Cade, and Cragthor. 28 points of damage to Demi. Your held action will go off because you have like 180 feet of range, don't you?
Sniper.
I have not quite that much. I have 90 feet with normal, and then out to 300 feet if it's disadvantage.
All right,
But
so-
that looks like he would be within 90.
Yeah, within 90 feet because you're at the edge of
Yeah.
the tree line in the brush.
Cool. And that is surprise from hiding, right? So advantage, so it's turbo advantage
Straight.
from elven accuracy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means you also get
So-
sneak attack, too.
Well, I don't have that yet still.
Oh,
That's
that's
next
right.
level.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
can do my maximizing potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially. And this guy seems like he might be worth maximizing damage on. So let's
Fucking
see.
nuke 'em.
Okay, I got a 19 on the, but let's see if I can get a crit with the elven accuracy extra roll. No. Okay, so 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. I'm not gonna use the maximize right here. So that is 13. 13 lightning damage.
Very cool. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
By the way, when Cragthor has the lightning shot at him, he just looks up and says, "Yeah, you got a little bit of a problem. Your head's about to be on the floor."
I love that.
Kind of like crack their neck.
24.
24 for Cragthor. Okay.
Fucking A.
23.
19 for me.
24 for Crag. 23 for Cyrus.
Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody else up there in initiative? All right, 20 to 15. 19 for Bear. 15.
What?
20
Oh, Ver. Sorry.
Bear. It's not Wednesday. That's Wednesday.
That's why I was confused.
16 for Cade.
Also 16 for the cube.
I think Kate
My dexterity is 14.
Your dexterity is always going to beat
I
mine.
think Luke
Okay.
was first there. Kate
I
has
have an
what?
8.
8?
Yeah. Cade is not very dexterous, but he will punch something and it will
Demi,
hurt.
what did you get?
8. I threw that dice across the room, by the way. It's never getting rolled again.
Smart.
Finnick,
16.
what is your dexterity?
12.
Okay, so on 16,
between.
it's Luca, Finnick, and then Cade.
Yeah.
All right. Cragthor,
What's Cade?
and then Cyrus. His dexterity's 8.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm a little angry at the guy who just shot lightning, so I'm gonna go walk on up to him.
How much move speed do you have?
Sorry, 30.
30?
Actually, I'm gonna go to the one that jumped down.
Okay.
The one that jumped down. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because 30 does not
So-
get you there to him.
We're gonna make first attack.
Okay.
It's a 24.
That'll definitely hit.
Sorry, it's been a while since I tapped. So that's 13 points of damage. Plus a Fury of the Small.
So 15.
So that's now 16.
16 points of damage. Okay.
This is the
Second
the
main hand attack.
offhand,
Okay. Oh, I thought.
which is a nat 20 for my two-handed fighting style is what
yeah,
I
yeah,
meant.
yeah.
So I rolled a 6 on the die, so that's 12 plus the other 6, so that's 18.
Okay.
Now we're gonna take our second attack set.
Yeah, your other main hand attack.
Yep, which is a 27 again.
Oh my god.
Roll an 18.
Hey guys, 22 dex at level 5 is broken.
Yeah. it
Thanks,
is.
Matt Mercer.
Oh boy, mutagens.
So that's another 15 points of damage with another Fury of the Small for 18.
Oh my god.
Now we'll take the offhand attack.
You already did your offhand attack.
This is my second round of attacks, though.
You only get
Oh,
it's
yeah.
two,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
two and
yeah.
then one.
2 and 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brain not working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have the fighter levels yet.
Slow. I get.
Okay. Anything else?
No. Yeah, actually. I think once.
Movement, bonus action.
Yeah, I know. No, nothing.
Cool. Cyrus, you're up.
All right.
I wrote Cyrus twice. Who had it? 19 is Veridian.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So talk to me about like the railings of this bridge. Like if I push somebody over the edge, would they just fall into the creek, or is there
Yeah,
like a
there's
sturdy?
Ocean doesn't exist. There's no safety railing.
Okay, cool.
This was
I would like
going
to
for a dip.
move. I would like to move toward the bridge and a little to the left,
Yeah.
so I can have kind of an angle on some of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And could I so Eldritch Blast, one of the ones that's standing right on the edge.
Like one of those two?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I get a D4 because of the boldness elixir. That is a, just make sure I'm adding the right number. That is a 26 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
So that's going to be 8 force damage, and he's pushed 10 feet.
Cool. Can you roll 2d6 fall damage? Creek is not deep, guys.
Nine fall damage.
Or is it 2d6
Oh,
per
please
10
tell
feet,
me.
or is it 1d6?
I think it's 2. I don't know.
Doesn't it start at 10 feet, then it's a d6 for every 5 or something like that?
Yeah, I
or
think
was it
so. I
d6
think that's
for
what
every
it
10?
is. We're gonna go with that. I'll look it up after.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1d6 per 10 feet.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So 4.
So 12 total.
12 total.
Cool. You hear a not great snapping sound when he hits the ground.
I
Ooh.
disagree. I think that's a great sound.
Oh. How high pitched is the scream after?
There is no scream. And you guys, by the end of the first round of combat, will just see blood in the water running down the creek from the other side of the bridge.
All right.
Yeah.
I will. So my second beam of Eldritch Blast, I'll go for the other one who's near the edge.
Cool.
Natural 19, not a hex blade. So that's gonna be a 29 to hit.
Forever cursed to only roll 19s on Monday.
Pretty much. So that's gonna be 11 force damage, and he's pushed 12 feet.
Yep.
Or 10 feet rather.
Yep.
And he takes 3 falling damage for a total of 14.
You all hear a second not great sound as they hit the shallow creek bed.
It's full
I
of
just
jagged
turn back to
rocks.
Finnick at this point and say, "Hey, Finnick, I told him 1,200 gold. It was a better deal. They all got to live. They weren't very smart, though."
Of course not.
And then
I mean, it's the
with my bonus action, I'm just gonna hex the spellcaster if I
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
That has a range of
30 feet.
90 feet.
Oh, 90 feet on Hex. Yeah, easily.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hex him and then just look menacing. Like I just killed 2 of your stooges.
Ability for the hex. Don't forget that in case it comes up.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good shot of lightning bolts.
Turtle could grapple and
Let's-
could focus dexterity or something.
Well, it would only ability checks. Let's
Yeah.
say,
That's why I brought up
Does he-
grappling, because it's ability checks.
yeah, does he,
So
by the look of him, does he look more strengthy or dexy? Like what
Dexy.
ability? He looks more dexy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say dex.
Cool. All right.
It's a disadvantage on acrobatics to resist grappling if that ever comes up.
Cool. This guy is going to bolt and start screaming.
I don't think we can allow that.
Verdian,
Shame.
you're up.
Okay, so I'm like 20 feet from the creek, right? Roughly?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay. And how wide is the creek?
The total width of the creek bed's about 30 feet. Bridge into
So-
bridge is about 35 feet. Sorry.
Okay,
Like
so I could
Cyrus
run to the edge of the water and do my Shatter Kai teleport as a bonus action over the water, like across it,
Okay.
and then have 15 feet more because I have 35 move speed
hmm
to run towards the one that's running away.
Okay. You're gonna take your full move speed.
Yes.
Cool.
And then from there, let's see. I want to make sure this guy doesn't get away. I'm gonna cast a 2nd level magic missile.
Okay. Roll damage. I'm gonna go take a
Um,
Tums. I will be right back. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it wants me to individually roll the darts. Okay, I just have to keep clicking it. So it would be 4 darts, right? Because 3 at first. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. I rolled good on this magic missile. Only one of the darts did anything less than max damage, and it was only one off of max.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So that's going to be like
19. I'm pretty sure
19
he's dead.
damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Judging by what it took to kill the other ones.
Honestly, yeah, sounds about right.
It's a good
Shit.
bet.
Yeah.
I mean, they are wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of them is.
I have a fun flavor thing in mind for this too. When he comes back.
Okay.
Guide to
Hey,
1d4
so-
shit damage.
I shot 4 darts and 3 of them did 5 damage, 1 of them did 4 damage. So Varian just like takes aim, but instead of the normal lightning crackle and bolt, links of his chain armor pop out imbued with magic and home in.
Cool. So 19 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, he's very
Be
dead.
down.
These darts just arc around and rip through him in different
He's
directions.
very dead.
Cut that scream off real quick.
Yep.
All right.
And I have the resistance from doing my teleport.
Great. All right, there's Wizard's turn. He's gonna make a shot at Cragthor. That is a natural one, as the lightning will go flying over Cragthor's head and hit the bridge and ignite it in like lightning sparks for just like a brief second. And he's gonna take 20 feet that way. No, he'll risk the opportunity attack. But we'll get back to that later. Because he doesn't have Sentinel, so we'll just skip it when he gets back. Alright, Luca, you are up.
The one that Cragthor attacked, how is that one looking?
Fucked.
Okay.
Don't steal his kill. Don't steal his kill.
Yeah.
Oh, you can steal that kill. You can steal that kill. I'm going for the prize.
Okay.
That fucker shot me. I'm going for him.
I'm gonna cast Frostbite on them.
Okay.
Con 15 save.
That will be a 15.
Damn. Ugh.
I'm back, and for the record, I'll pretty much never use my reaction for an opportunity attack.
Cool. I was just wondering if you were going to take
Yeah.
it because they were running by you.
Yeah, I don't have good melee weapon unless I were to be in guardian armor mode, which I almost never will be.
Cool. All right.
I will
So,
move
punching.
20 feet closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
All right, Finnick.
How far is the wizard?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet away.
Okay. 10 shy. I guess I'll walk up to beside that one and take an attack at that.
Cool.
I'll bonus action rage.
Rawr.
You're the turtle.
Fear the turtle. The turtle will rock you.
Whoop, whoop, yuck, yuck. You're about to get shell shocked.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
$12 damage.
Okay.
Still up.
Yeah.
Second attack.
Okay.
$22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
$10 damage. Still up.
No.
No.
Nope. Bashed their skull in.
So, what would be the rule of picking up an ally?
You need an action to do it.
Need an action to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Okay.
You were gonna pick Finnick up so you could carry him 40 feet, weren't you? Or Cragthor up.
I mean, yeah, I was thinking of picking Cragthor up, but
Not for that reason. You would have laughed and enjoyed.
Oh, okay.
Well,
spinning Fury Ball of Death.
Pretty, yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Just kind of throw him at the wizard, but I will continue my 40 feet then.
Okay.
Get me 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
All right.
And I'll just snare at the wizard.
Kind of
Be
looks
like,
over as
"You're
you're gaining.
next."
He's kind of looking over as you're gaining on him. It's like, oh shit. All right. Cade, what are you doing? I'll have you guys spread out because you know you can do a lightning bolt.
So your full movement forward.
30 feet?
Yep.
Cool.
I'll shoot a guiding bolt at him. Why not? I'll use this one. 16.
16 hits.
All right. Uh, 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action telekinesis again to try and yank him 5 feet closer.
Okay.
You'll just be staring dead at him the whole time. Strength saving 14.
That is a 5.
And I'm just, in case, just staring at him. You know, it didn't.
He's
have
like
to go this
running
way.
in, trying to, as he's running away, trying to run away, and it's basically like he's moonwalking backwards towards Finnick at this point.
You didn't have to do that. But here we are.
All right. Demi.
Can how far is it across the bridge?
30 feet to the edge of the other bridge from where you are right now.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna blood bolt the wizard.
Okay. You have advantage.
I have to pick my dice very carefully now.
Tired of being betrayed. Also, I'm spreading you guys out. That's okay, because you guys know that he can.
That's fine.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Perfect. And then I'm doing that at 3rd level, and then you said when I class Blood Bolt, don't I get like an extra die roll?
You get +2 damage to it. Flat.
Okay.
From being a blood cleric. It's going to be a lot of dice.
It's only 17 points of damage, though.
Wow. Okay. Okay, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Correct.
Cool. So Verdian.
Yes. Time for
A
more
22
lightning.
hits.
Oh boy, I got zapped. Okay.
Right?
How hard am I getting hit?
He has 2 turns.
No.
Something off camera is shooting at
Something
him.
else is hitting.
He's getting shot from a distance. He doesn't see it.
As you see 2 familiar looking arrows coming from the top of the tower
Culprits.
over there.
Mhm.
One hits, one falls into the ground way short of you. That is 9 points of piercing damage.
Wait, the tower where? Sorry, I didn't catch where the tower you're from.
Back
That
over
tower.
here.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
the
first floor.
building
Yeah,
there.
the building right there.
Okay, that has the tower on it. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. 9 points of piercing. All right. So
Cragthor,
down
you
to
are up.
33.
And the rest of us see Verdian take the shot.
Yeah.
All right.
You can see pretty easily now because they're not trying to hide. 2 of more raggedy looking people up on the roof with crossbows.
How far away from me is he?
10, 20, 30, 40 feet.
So
Because
I'm gonna take
telekinesis is
15
5
feet
feet,
to
not
move.
10, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's only 5.
So I'm going to take
I just
15
noticed
feet of
the
movement.
notice.
Okay.
So
I'm going to Misty Step to right behind him.
You mean right in front of him because he's running that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you it was a bad idea. You should have just paid up. I'm going to lift both my swords towards his neck
Okay.
and take my first attack.
Okay.
Just Count Dooku him.
Yeah, well, I
Do
rolled
it.
a 20 on that.
do it.
Hell yeah.
Do it. Do it. Kill him.
320 or crit?
Kill him.
No, it was a nat 20.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh shit.
I swear to God, dude.
Take his head off.
Decapitation.
Yeah.
It's okay, I
Yeah,
rolled
one
a
time-
1 on the fucking necrotic die. So,
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, the one time
so
Well, you get to roll two-
17 points of damage.
Okay.
you get to roll the necrotic die twice because you crit.
Yeah, I did.
Oh no, one of them would be
Um,
maximized if it's weapon.
No,
a weapon
it's
crit.
not a weapon die.
No.
No,
It's
but
not a
it's,
weapon
it's
die,
dice
and
added to the
then
weapon crit. I thought it would still.
No,
Yeah.
only,
Like
it's
that.
only
No.
the weapon die.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it was all the dice added to weapon crit this whole time. That's
It's
Mm.
not.
No.
oh,
So
okay.
So it'd just be
It's
like
just the
your 2D.
weapon
It'd
part
just
of
be
it,
your
okay.
2d6 from your launcher. So what? 18 points of damage.
Correct.
17 points of damage on the first one.
That's I've got to roll the other weapon die for it though.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
the die.
Yeah.
It's 21.
21
From the
points. Okay.
Then I'm gonna roll my other attack, my other main hand, because I don't
Mhm.
get the offhand. Oh, that wasn't as good though. That was only a 23.
Okay. That'll hit.
I
That'll
have plus
hit.
9. It's not that much.
Yeah, it's true.
For another 13 points of damage as I try to Count Dooku him.
Okay. He is bleeding profusely, but you, at your size, cut like on the upper chest. You couldn't quite get high enough, but
I forgot. I was gonna Fury of the Small him too for another 3.
On both attacks?
I only have one left.
Oh, okay.
Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough?
It's not enough, but that's okay.
He's
I
like
still wanted to do it.
holding
This
and
asshole
trying to like
threw
hold
lightning
his
at me.
wound. He's trying to like hold his wounds shut at this point. Like he is not long for this world.
Let's see if he goes out swinging.
All right, Cyrus, you're up.
How far am I from the archers on the tower, like as the crow flies?
1 sec. I still had move speed left.
Yeah.
I only took 15 points of move.
Yeah, where do you want to move to?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna move towards the tree line because I'm sure I see those arrows in the ground now.
You mean this tree line right here? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sure I saw like the arrows as well.
115 feet, sir.
All right, range on Eldritch Blast is 120.
I know.
I will move 30 feet forward.
Okay.
So now I should be within 90.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action, I'm going to move my hex to the nearest one that I can see that's
Okay.
up on those crates.
Cool. That's inside the building. Ignore those.
Okay. Well, nearest one I can see.
Yeah. They're up
Hex.
top on the 3rd level. Like,
Okay.
the map's all the way over there because MCDM didn't really
Okay.
think about
and
layout that
then-
much on this map, unfortunately. Also, shout out to them for this map and all of the resources they did for Where Evil Lives.
So I'll Eldritch Blast the one I hexed.
Cool.
That's only a 14 to hit.
That is their AC.
Whoo! Thanks, boldness elixir.
Nice.
Always bless.
So that's gonna be. It's gonna be 9 force damage and 3 necrotic for
Okay.
12 total.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna push him 10 feet
Okay.
because I want him to stay where I can hit him. Because I'm gonna hit him a second time if he's still up.
A day is still up.
Okay. That's 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Or I rolled a 1, so 4 force and 3 necrotic. 7 more.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, that you bonus action was moving your hex.
Yep,
Cool.
that is it for my turn.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, Veridian.
All right. So, so again, roughly how far are we from the actual building again?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. You're 75 feet from the... Oh, sorry, I moved you up too slow.
Damn.
75 feet from the building edge.
A little too far for me to do the big funny then. Can I go into the trees there and try to hide amongst the trees over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can
I'll go in
absolutely
there
make a
and try
stealth.
to
You can
hide.
absolutely stealth as your action.
Cool, cool. So we'll do that. Ignore the 4 there because I saw guidance check by accident, but that's a 22 for stealth.
Okay.
And I will, within the trees, get as close as I can with my movement speed. So I have 35 foot of speed, so
Okay,
how
so
much is
you're
left?
about
Just get as close to the building as I can.
So you're about there.
Yeah,
Actually, probably there.
cool. Also, I remembered after I had entered the damage that I had the resistance from the teleport, so I went ahead and just put back some of my health.
Perfect. Cool.
Mm.
All right. Anything else?
Sorry, I forgot to mention earlier, I gained
all I got.
5 temp hit points when I killed those first 2 guys off the bridge.
Oh yeah.
When I kill somebody, I get 5.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's all for me for the moment.
Cool. All
If I
right.
had my rogue levels, I could get a lot closer.
Storm Wizard's turn. He's gonna say fuck it. Lightning bolt through Finnick, Cade, and Cyrus. Dexterity saving throws, please.
$16.
Okay.
16.
Dirty 20.
All right. Everybody saves. So it's only 14 points of lightning damage.
That wouldn't count of attacking someone else, right?
Correct. Those
Not
casting
an
a
attack.
spell.
Yep.
And he's just gonna hold up his staff as like blood is just filling his robes. Luca, you're up.
I will move 30 feet, just straight down the road towards the building.
Okay.
So you said the crossbows are on the top?
Yeah, they're on
level?
the top of that building.
Can I see both of them?
Yes.
All right, and
They're about 10 feet
how many?
apart.
Okay, how many stories is the building?
2.5.
Okay. And do I see
So
anyone
2
else?
full,
Like
and then the top floor is slightly vaulted, so there's like
okay.
a little extra room at the top, I believe. Yes, 3rd floor. Yeah, it's
Okay.
It's technically 3 floors, but it is the height of 2 floors.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like me to take away their sight lines? Because I can cast a sleet storm. To keep them from shooting at us for like a round or 2. Or if you guys want to keep sniping at them, I can not
Yeah.
do that.
I
Oh,
would say, like,
absolutely.
obviously,
Go ahead.
Well, Ver can't really say this without breaking his cover, but like he was planning on going up and like teleporting up behind them and thunder waving them off. But I need to
Okay.
see where I'm
How
teleporting.
high is your
so-
teleport?
It's a 30-foot range, so if it's 2-story, I should be able to get up there.
It's too. I think it's too high. I will double check though.
Sorry. I need to roll concentration for Hex when I took the lightning damage. So it
Yeah.
was 16 damage or 14?
Mm-hmm.
14. So DC 10. That is I rolled really, really high.
Damn, with the 3 floors, it is described as 30. The built that's 35 feet. So yeah, you
If
could get up
it's-
there. You could get up there to the ledge and walk around behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far away am I from them right now?
70 feet.
Okay. Then I will. If snowball storm is 5-foot radius, and you said they're 10 feet apart, could I clip both of them with it?
No. They're too
Okay.
far apart.
Alas.
I am literally just gonna clone the other hex for reference, even though they're not up there. But that is where they are on the roof by the ladder.
Okay. You said they're 70 something feet away from me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The one that Cyrus already hit, how is he looking?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Between the armor and distance, it's hard.
Okay. I will cast snowball storm just on that guy.
Okay.
Dex 15 save.
It's a nat 1 for a 5.
Okay.
What level?
Just second level.
Oh, okay.
So that is 13 cold damage. Luca just sort of makes like a sweeping gesture, like with its fingertips forming silvery claws, and the silvery tail lashes out behind it as it like turns some of the falling rain into like ice chunks and pelts the guy with ice chunks from the sky.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Is he still moving?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I'm done.
Cool. All right, Finnick.
Phoenix going to smack him. Because why not?
Okay.
$23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
11 damage.
Okay.
Fill up.
How would you like to do this?
Haymaker.
Okay.
Straight to the dome.
Okay. Very cool.
His intelligence score goes all over the road.
Yep.
Damn. It's funny.
All right. He
And
dag.
then that's a tree, right?
Yeah. Those are multiple trees.
Multiple trees.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll get in there.
20,
Probably close to the edge.
40 feet fully forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Is there a door on the bottom here that we can see?
Not that you can see.
Hmm.
DIY, Kool-Aid man your own door.
Well, I'm pretty sure Finnick could Kool-Aid himself a door. It's actually quite tempting, actually. Are there windows?
Not that you see either.
Okay. Um.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to figure out where. They have something in the book, and I don't see where it is. It's supposed to be right there, and I don't see it. Anyways, sorry. Alright. Kate, you're up. Demi on deck.
All right. Well, first off, I'm going to bonus action second wind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's lovely. It's 11 HP back for me. And then I'm going to gesture towards the trees. Look over to Cyrus and Demi and just say, get to cover. And I'm gonna run up in front of Luca and keep my shield raised. Basically, I can keep Luca under cover with interception if they keep on trying to snipe at them.
Okay.
And you know what? Fuck it. I'll also shoot a guiding bolt at the left archer.
The one that hasn't been hit yet.
Yes.
Cool.
Just to make sure that we know that he's there. 18 plus.
That'll hit.
Uh, 12 points radiant damage.
Cool.
And now he's shiny.
He is shiny.
Shiny shit.
Cool.
And that'll do it.
Awesome. Demi!
How far is the building?
About 80 feet from you.
And what does that make them up top?
80 feet. There's no Pythagorean theorem in 5e.
Oh, okay.
Thank
gonna-
God for that, by the way.
I'm gonna take my full 30.
Okay. Straight ahead.
Yeah, and then the one that Cade just hit, I will blood bolt.
Hell yeah.
Second level.
Mm-hmm.
$18 to hit.
That'll hit. The dice is desperately not wanting to be thrown. Like its brethren.
That's only 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Making an example works.
Apparently. Okay. Hey, you rolled with advantage, right?
I did.
Okay. Wanted to make sure you crit fished. Alright, anything else?
That's it.
Cool. They're going to take a shot at Demi, and then they'll take a shot at Cade.
One
Which
has
one's shooting
disadvantage.
Huh?
Which one's shooting Demi? Because one of them has disadvantage.
Yep.
The Blood Bolt one. I rolled 2 6s, so it doesn't matter. That's only a 12.
Nope.
Yeah. And then the other one is going to shoot Cade. And they'll use their ability here. So that is a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And then they will use their ricochet that they can do once per day to hit anybody within 5 feet of the first target. So that is a 22 to hit Luca.
Can I do my interception on that?
You can.
All right, I will do so.
What does that do again?
Interception allows me to reduce the damage that you take by 1d10 plus 3.
Cool.
So
Okay.
I can almost negate this.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
roll 1 damage total for both, and it's the same damage to both of you because it's 1 bolt. So that is
Okay.
13 points of piercing damage.
Okay. But then you reduce mine.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I reduce it by 8.
So
You only take
5.
Correct.
Damn, it worked.
And that
Yep.
is their turn. Done.
Thank you. My shield wouldn't have helped.
That's why I'm here.
I'll repay the favor.
Just kill those bastards.
Ragthor. And then Cyrus.
Yes. I'm just gonna use move speed to move through the trees.
Okay.
'Cause I can't really do shit else.
You don't want to break through, you want to stay in the tree line?
Yeah, because I don't know how to get in.
Make a stealth check.
I want to disadvantage. It's still a dirty 20.
Okay, cool. Okie dokie. Cyrus.
Move 30 feet forward.
Okay. 15, 30.
And Eldritch Blast, the one I have hexed.
Mm-hmm.
23 to hit.
Yep.
11 force, 2 necrotic for 13.
Yeah, he falls forward off the roof and splats.
All right. Can I bonus action move my hex and then do the second blast?
Yes.
Okay. Move the hex to the other one.
Playing with the new rules already.
Love that.
That's a 28 to hit
Yep.
for 4 force and 5 necrotic.
Okay. That is one thing I'm glad they confirmed is staying in, because honestly I like it way too much compared to 5. Rules is written 5th
And
edition.
being able to interrupt action with bonus action.
Yeah.
Well, like 5e makes clear that like if you take the attack action, you can take a bonus action between your 2 attacks, but like they forgot to say that Eldritch Blast works the same way, even though
Yeah.
everybody kind of assumes it should.
Mm-hmm.
But so that guy's still up.
Yeah, the other guy is still up.
Okay, I did gain 5 temporary hit points from killing the first guy.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, he's looking pretty messed up, Verdian. What are you doing?
So there's still one up there, but there's not 2 anymore.
Correct.
If I'm in range, I'm just gonna snipe him from hiding with my lightning launcher.
Cool. Yeah, you got a super advantage anyway because he didn't see you. So.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm having the invisible mouse problem again. Okay, wait, it's back. We're good. We're good.
That happens.
As soon as I say something about it,
that happens
it's back.
way too often with like Discord and D&D
Yeah.
stream stuff.
It's whenever I tab into the pop out of the voice chat. So I've learned to just not tab into that and just tab around it. Just alt tab around it.
Right.
So, anyway, yeah. Advantage roll, lightning launcher, blep, and oh, please, Elven accuracy, save this shot. There we go. Okay, 21 to hit.
Cool.
So
We
that
already
is
know their-
12 lightning damage.
What, Kate?
We already know their AC is 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How much
That's
damage?
12 lightning.
12
12 lightning.
Okay. He gets shocked and also falls off the roof.
Nice. And is there a window that I could get to?
No, not that you see.
Okay.
I will
alright.
say you see a crane sticking out. I'm gonna move you
Out of
there.
a hole?
Out
There
of,
is
like,
an
this
opening?
side of the building, so there would be an opening over
Okay.
there. But that's
Okay.
the only
So, like-
opening to the building you see.
Can I move to that side of the building?
Yeah, you can take 45 feet there.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, do we see like
Oh,
the
it's 45 feet?
driveway?
Yeah. It's way more than 45 feet.
Well,
get
like
to
just
the
to
opening.
get within sight of the opening. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be there with
Okay.
45 feet.
Okay. Well, I have 35 of speed, but okay. So I guess I'll just dash so I can go a full 70. So I
Action
can
was
get
your lightning
within.
launcher.
Oh yeah, right.
Not a rogue yet.
Okay. Yep. Not a rogue yet. Not yet. Okay. Well, yeah. I'll just go that way, and I'll finish going around that way next round then.
Bonus action dash.
It stays in place.
Falcon punch. Oh, nothing happened.
My zaps are working reliably, at least.
Alrighty. I think we'll end it there. And we'll do
Yeah,
the
good
second
raid.
half of a raid on the building next time.
All right.
There's a second half?
There's still the
Somehow.
inside the
This
building.
is a bucket. My God. But
Dear
wait, there-
God.
But wait, there's
Yeah.
more. Dear God.
No.
I could
No.
just burning hands the outside of the building a bunch
I
of
have-
times.
I have
it
a
down.
soundboard bite that would have been perfect there, but you have the soundboards disabled. But I have
Say
the
that.
no.
Yeah, it's almost like I have them disabled for a reason.
But it would have been so good.
Yeah, we're gonna raid Flutter. Woo. Alright. We'll see you guys Wednesday for the other stream. We'll come back next Monday and see what happens here. With this
Probably
mess.
murder.
Part 2 of
Lots of
this.
murder.
Someone's gonna
Highwayman
die.
Slaughter.
There'll be
gonna murder
there'll be
some-
mystery and suspense
NPCs.
and maybe even a murder.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of murder.
Alright.
Definitely multiple murders.
Peace out, guys. Bye.